Welcome in, everybody, to Goblets and Warlocks. This is episode 38. I think I did the title right. Episode 38 of Dragonlance. So we're back. As you see that we are in our month of October, where it is charity event month. So the charity event goes on through the whole month. So this year I've added where the totals are at on all the D&D campaigns that we do run here. So if you decide to donate tonight, we love you very much for it and appreciate it. It will go towards the stretch goals for the actual charity game that will take place on Tuesdays and Wednesdays this month. So next time for our charity game will be next Wednesday at 6 p.m. PSD or PST, and that would be episode 2. Shadows of the Soulflets is the title that we're calling it, and two of our lovely players is in that. Here tonight is also in that, which is Cleansing Rain and Nylish here. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, leave a comment down below what your favorite part is, and if you'd like to come see us live, the links down to our Twitch channel are in the description below. Tonight, Ellison rolled the lowest, so he'll have to do recap tonight. But before you do that, let's check it around the room. Cleansing Rain.
Hello everyone, Cleansing Rain here, playing Dastion Yenvari in my longest running campaign to be a part of. This one right here, taking place on Friday nights here at Goblets and Warlocks channel. You may notice a little appearance difference from most times that you've seen me. That is because I'm also doing a first here with Goblets and Warlocks on that charity stream and cosplaying a real cosplay for the first time instead of just throwing together some clothes in the closet. And I am playing Festerus, who is very much like Uncle Fester. And having a lot of fun with that. Can't have as much fun as I have, though, here at Dastion. Excited for tonight's episode and swinging it on around.
All right, Jess.
Hello, I am Jazz. I am playing Jenna, and I hope you enjoy her as much as I enjoy her. Got some good feedback last week, so looking forward to it. Yeah.
Why'd y'all say yeah like that? Nylish.
Yeah. I'm Nylish. You guys threw me off now too. Playing Vera in this campaign. I'm also in the charity stream. I'm cosplaying a kobold in that, so I don't look anything like I do in here. Grimoire is definitely a different character that I'm used to playing as well, but I'm having fun with them as well. Fighting off rats on her watch. Tails, whatever. Moving to the next person, please.
All right, Bookworm.
Hey there, Bookworm here. I play our Kinder Cleric, Mela, and I am super excited to continue watching the charity stream. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. And just super excited for what we're going to be doing tonight. Also my longest ever campaign, first ever campaign as well. So super excited to be here.
All right, and Ellison. Or
Sendao. Thank you. I am Sendo playing Ellison, the boring human fighter, and having a great time with this group. Always having a great time in Jukin's campaigns. Not in the charity stream, but we'll be watching it, and very excited to see some of the new costumes and characters and cosplays that will come from it, because I didn't see it last year, so I will see it this year, and very excited for that.
Well, you're already an episode behind there, bud.
Yeah, I definitely got it started. I definitely thought it started partway through this month until we started talking this literally 3 minutes ago.
Well, in our Discord, !Discord, I have all the events labeled there. Send out. You can look up and see what times and what days, so can everybody else if you would like to join a Discord.
I just did it for the people. There you go.
So I'm going to run our lovely intro. The intro is written by Nylish here. So make sure you enjoy the intro while I tell Sindal during the intro to get center on his camera. Thank you, guys. We'll be right back. Grab your goblet, sit back and relax, enjoy the show.
We are the fearless few. A pint of ale to see what we do. We fell giant worms and we free the weak. When danger rears, you know who to seek. We stand as beacons at night, guiding lost souls towards Magical's light. With hearts unyielding and spirits bold, the fearless few forever told. Near and far the rumors are out, no adventurers ever in doubt. Now pick your poison and stomp on the ground. We'll tell you our tale in this little town. We are the fearless few. You'll never guess what we will do. From jailbreaking pubs to walking on water, we might be the first to turn talk to slaughter. So when all hope is lost for you, there's only one thing left to do. Count those magical balls and more. Drop to your knees and pray on the floor. Lie to a dragon, pick up your sword. Fireballs away atop the hole. Mock the siren, make her laugh, then show them what's real bloodbath. Heed the call, raise the shield wall. Hold the line, no matter who falls. All your eyes out, don't know what to do. That's what it means to be the fearless few.
Ellison, would you like to lead us in tonight's recap?
All right. Well, we started to descend into my first real adventure with this group. And we met a new person who apparently just goes into scary places to do research or something. She was very friendly, almost too friendly at first, but turns out very nice person, very smart, very knowledgeable. Hoping she's going to educate me a little bit more and maybe help get Dame Drakehorn to not hate me so much when it comes to the academics. Anywho, we went downstairs and it was super dark. Like, I couldn't see anything. Apparently, the people who could see in the dark could see a little bit, but thankfully, all the magic users, apparently everyone in this group knows magic, and it's really impressive. They showed a light, and we were able to make our way around a little bit, and when we did, we kept hearing this weird, creepy scratching noise. We walked around and eventually came face to face with these horrific things. Apparently they were some mutated version. I don't know. But anyway, I started swinging and I also got stabbed real bad and it did not feel good, but my very strong and brave companions, we were able to take these creatures down and rescue two people. And turns out one of those other guys got stabbed before. And it's a good thing we discovered what happened to him because something gross and horrific was growing in him. And again, the great clerics and healers were able to extract it from him. But it terrified me because I had one of those things growing in me as well after being stabbed. So, thankfully, we have people who are strong enough to get those out of me. And yes, so very good group that I have found myself in. And one of the leaders of the group, Dashin, has actually invited me into it. So I am very, very excited to belong and be part of such a brave and valiant group of heroes who I can maybe live up to the name of just the fearless few. Anyway, we went back up because I was hurting. I don't know about everyone else. I was really hurting. Like I said, I've been stabbed. Something was growing in me. We made our way back up, try to rest and relax a little bit, and we are planning out what we are going to do next year after taking our two rescued companions to the surface in safety. Apparently, there's a bunch of other people down there, like planning some malevolent deeds, and we may go back in there and stop them. That's all I got.
All right. You also, Jenna also, I don't know if she has showed you or was teaching you, but she put an alarm outside, attached it to the doorway out back from the tunnels.
Yes.
And, yeah. So we
Did
pick up
more
there,
great magic stuff.
somebody went fishing? Oh, yeah, Dash. You skipped the whole thing for dashing.
Oh,
I forgot.
too.
Yeah, Dashin rode a giant
nothing.
He it's so impressive. He came, I believe they call it surfing, and he came surfing down and brought all this fish for us. It was incredible. That man, wow, the magic that flows through that man's veins, it is quite impressive.
Well, you're going to become Dastion's favorite party member if you keep talking like this.
So that's where we pick up here. Y'all settled in for started setting up camp, and I don't think y'all decided who's taking watch. What y'all decided? I don't know if you cast a tiny hut yet. I know you talked about it.
We did cast tiny hut, I think.
All right, you
Did we
did.
inside? Yeah.
But you also made a campfire, cooked the fish, and y'all ate the fish. So, who has first watch? And Alevna will take one of the watches as well. She'll take which one.
I'll take first watch. I can take first watch.
I don't mind watching, but I'm not sure how far I can see in the dark.
It's all good for you guys. I'd like to kind of sleep off this whole stabbing and
What time of the day is it when we're about to go to bed?
Oh, this evening. It's late.
yeah. Thank
Okay,
God.
yeah. Then also, no, dark vision, not a good idea for me to be watching.
I mean, you have dim light with the fire.
All right, yeah,
And you have
I'll join
the
you.
drift. How long does the drift cloud last?
Wasn't
Mela?
it an hour?
The what?
Drift globe?
The drift globe.
Oh, I think it lasts until I turn it off.
Does it? So you
Yeah, I
have
think so.
that
Let me
as
check.
well, I think. So, if y'all really need light, but y'all pretty much be inside the hut anyway. But
Well, I suppose I only need a little bit of rest, and as I haven't taken any damage except for the rock that Vera threw at me, I could take 2 watches if some of our more valiant members need to rest and recuperate.
Okay,
If
you
it's all
can
the
take
same
watch
to
with
you.
Mela.
alrighty.
I suppose
Who
you
have
can
it?
count me down for second watch too if you need to.
Alright. Mela and Ashin, roll me perception checks, and you can have a conversation. It's kind of fitting you two have watch anyway, because it's ever-growing story there.
You said perception. Sorry.
Yep, perception checks, and then
11.
And 10.
okay, you can have a conversation if you like.
I would like to be working on my handmade drum and be working on it in a fashion that Mela would see it. It is, of course, being stretched to that piece of cloth she gave me a few days ago that has a symbol of Mishikal on it as the very center of the drum. And I would like to think that I'm getting pretty close to having it ready for performance ready, like for use. Tightening some of the final bolts around the edges. The fabric is nice and stretched. The depth of the bellow is significant enough to... As I get close to concluding it, I would like to... Mela, so what do you think about this?
I take a step and look closer at it. Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen anybody use an emblem of a deity and as a instrument. That's pretty cool. I wonder what it'll do.
There's not going to be any hard feelings from Mishkul if I, am hitting this symbol on a routine basis, is there?
No, I don't think so. No.
I don't ever intend to be blasphemous. Well, wonderful, wonderful. So, how did you come to know Mishkul?
Oh, well, I actually grew up in one of her temples. I was taken in by the temple whenever I was just a wee lass, and given a mentor whenever I showed just instinctive healing skills, and they taught me to be a healer. So I grew up knowing all about gods and Mishkul in particular, but I never heard her voice until the night Vera and I first met, actually. So all my life I've known Mishkul.
I suppose I'll just let it slide that you say the first night you and Vera met, you saw God. That aside, you tend to focus on the healing aspects, but I distinctly remember at our little encounter at Camp Carrion Clay that you continued to rise back up and emit these ghost-like beings and other more, how would I say, apparent demonstrations of Mishkul's power. So does she not only provide you with healing energy, but also with, the means to conduct pain on someone else?
She gives me the ability to protect. Honestly, I've been really struggling with all the death that we've been experiencing, especially the deaths at my own hand. It's been rather hard. I never thought I'd be fighting or killing. But
I thought we were living the life of the cloth, and now you seem to be living life by the sword.
aye. But, Mishkul is all about peace and balance and light. And if that means taking out a few people who don't want that, then I hope I'm still on the path she has called me to. She hasn't told me otherwise.
Well, it seems that she still allows you to draw from her well of power, so while I can't say that I know where she stands on the opinion of your actions and our actions, it seems that she's not adverse to it.
I hope not. Hey, I wanted to thank you for, I guess, earlier today, whenever we were fighting that stone creature, you just really had my back. And then down in the temple, you're just really watching out for me, and I appreciate it, and I want you to know that I've noticed. Yeah, you're a
Well,
good man, Dastin, and I hope you know that.
Well, thank you. I've been called many things. I don't know that good has ever been one of them, but I can't say that it doesn't flatter just the same. He's going to kind of look at the rest of the group to ensure that everybody's kind of still asleep and say, well, I did make a promise to be your protector, and if given the tools, I would use them to make sure no harm came to you in the same way that it did at Camp Carrion Clay. And, well, I feel like ever since I've made that adjustment in my life, ever since I've adopted the ways of Lady Mishakul and, you know, begun to bend my knee towards you, Lady Mila, that things have been constantly improving for me. So I'd be happy to use whatever skills I have gained from that. It's not that I think you need protecting. You're probably a lot tougher and more formidable in combat than I am, but, you know, a promise is a promise, and what good is a storyteller if his stories are proven false at some point?
Can I ask you something?
Anything.
Why do you call me Lady Mela? I'm not a lady of anything.
I suppose it comes from a pious nature. You know, since you and I have witnessed the same thing together, and both you and the other party involved in our three-way conversation deemed me the subservient to you, that I feel inferior altogether. You know, it's like I tend to make a lot of, you know, fleshly passes at other members in the group or whomever I catches my fancy in towns that we stop by. But, you know, I feel like to some degree you're off limits from all that sort of thing, and by me kind of adjusting the title I call you, it reminds me to quell the temptations within me, if you will.
Well, I hope you know that I don't see you as inferior to me, but if anything, you're a greater person than me. I mean, you've already traveled, you've already seen parts of the world that I can only imagine. You've met people, you've told so many good stories, and I mean, up until a year ago, I was still at my temple, never doing anything. But I'm glad that Mishakol called you like she called me. That, you know, we're in this together.
I agree. As I've said, nothing more significant has happened to me than perhaps life since that moment, since that agreement, and I guess I just don't want to do anything to fuck that up.
That's fair, but I don't think you can do anything that'll mess us up. You got this. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what great deeds you do next. Maybe I'll be telling some stories next town or village we go to about Dazchin. Dazchin the Great, the Bard. The Bard Warrior.
I'm sorry to do this to you, Bookworm. Bastion's gonna lean in for a kiss.
Right. Mela kind of just stiffens a little bit. And after a moment just kind of backs away. Oh. All right.
I just talked about this, Dashchin. He'll just kind of lean back and sheepishly look away.
Well, I guess as first kisses go, I suppose that wasn't bad, but I think it was good. Yeah. Okay. Can I just think just take some time, Daschin. I don't I don't know. I've never experienced something like this before. I'm sorry.
Hold on, hold on. I think we missed an opportunity there. Dash and roll me a performance check.
$15.
That's actually pretty good for kiss standards. It's more on the higher echelon of good quality kiss. Y'all can do with that how much you want. As a sea elf and a kinder kiss.
We don't have to mention that if you don't wish to. I got carried away, you know, too much embellishment kind of just gets me all stirred up. I'm sorry if that bothers you in any way.
No, no. Thank you. But like I said, I just need to think about this, if that makes sense. I just don't know what to say or do. I'm sorry. It was very nice though. Thank you.
Well, I suppose my time is for watches coming up. Should we go wake up the next ones?
Taz, and she just goes and finds somebody else to wake up for the next watch.
Who do you wake up?
I'll go wake up Vera.
You're dashing. You said you're taking the second watch as well.
I can if the party is
It's up to
tired.
you.
I don't need as much time to rest as other people. You know, I just spend a couple hours meditating, and I feel right as the rain, as they say.
And whenever I wake Vera up, I'm also going to give her Eyes of the Night, the Eyes of Darkness, whatever, where she can see in the dark.
It's not a concentration spell, is it?
No.
Okay. All right. Vera and Dashin, roll me perception checks. And then y'all can have a conversation as well.
$17. Oh wow,
5.
Dash.
On a
That
nat one.
one.
A little distracted now.
Hey, yeah, he's got stuff rolling through his mind. All right, you can have a conversation if you like.
Nothing happened while I was out.
Oh no, it's been pretty quiet. Been messing around with my drum here. And haven't gotten to play a bass instrument in some time, so I'm fairly looking forward to that. You played the flute the other day at the what was the name of that tavern? The Salt Lick. Rather well, I might add, as well as some beautiful singing. Have you ever wanted to or strummed a lute before?
I have not. Do you think
Given-
I'd have talent for that?
Well,
Quite
it
different
seems-
using my mouth than using my hands.
Well, it seems that everything you do, you seem to meet great success with it. You've picked up flute rather quickly. It took me years to get used to the finger movements and everything, and you seem to have picked it up in merely a couple of weeks. So I'm just curious if you seem to be a natural, what is the word? A prodigy, if you will, for musical prowess. And, well, you know, now that I've gotten this replica of the Strummin, my original loot is they're just sitting in my pack.
You don't think I'm gonna just break all the strings?
Well, I hope not intentionally, but I do know sometimes my tongue gets me in trouble.
We can try it another time. I'll probably wake someone up.
Dashin, if you start looking for that loot, it's not there.
Well, I suppose as he sifts around, and she said for another time that he's relieved because he can't seem to find it at this moment. Well, so what do you make of all this? You know, I realize that you've probably been angry with me at how many times I've divulged information that ought be kept secret as of late, and you know, it's not that I'm intending to sabotage our goings-ons, but you know, rather I just enjoy the idea of talking about scandal and gossip and things such as that. So, well, what do you make of this? A dragon leading a group of people inside of a crater, being what seems to be, you know, a good guy.
Well, I don't see it leading well. Secrets like that don't last for too long. I think it's already probably been very close to breaking anyway, considering didn't the one who we rescued from the spiders, wasn't he just nonstop talking about dragons? I get the feeling that he probably caught a glimpse of her in her form at some point in time, because otherwise I don't know why he'd even be still thinking of dragons, since, you know, they've been gone for so long. But
yeah, and come to think of it, Jenna seemed to know, like me telling her that, she was already aware. So if this would now mean two people that we've encountered were also privy to this secret, either the mayor likes to boast about her secrets, or perhaps there's something more to all this.
I mean, that's her problem, not mine, so I don't really need to worry about it.
Well, no, you don't, and I suppose nor do I, but we are kind of questing at her bidding at the moment. I mean, I know that we're still answering Ishvern's call for aid and doing what's right here in the wastes, but
All of that is side quests. That has nothing to do with our main plan here. Like, we're here for the city of Lost Nends. If we end up finding a dragon egg, cool. Maybe we'll end up giving it back to her. Maybe we'll end up doing something else with it. Who knows? Lots of things can happen with a dragon egg.
do you think anyone gains special powers from eating like a dragon omelet?
Of course, you would want to put it in your mouth.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if it takes years to hatch, it's made of solid bronze, I mean, surely there's got to be some kind of mystical... Think of the stories that would come from that. We've devoured the dragon's egg. Oh, it just has a ring to it as it is.
You would die. I would definitely watch.
Your sense of fantasy and adventure sometimes is stifled, Vera.
Thank you.
It wasn't intended to be a compliment, you know.
Still sounded like one from you.
These, monstrosities that we fought down there, you know, now that we've talked to Rowan and Yerkel, they've, seem to have lost their sight and gained a little bit of feral instinct. Do you think the rest that await down below will follow the same methods, or do you think that perhaps we're in for far more dangerous variations?
You never know with mutations. It's definitely not my expertise. But you can kill it.
What do you make of the new kid, Ellison? I was deeply impressed with how brave he's been lately. You know, I always wanted to allow Belram to take the first step, or you, and certainly had no problem if Carrie wanted to go first into things, but, you know, he relatively new to the group, and
I don't think he wants to get in your pants.
well, I'm not saying that. I'm not looking at everyone for that, but, you know, I mean, he's not a bad-looking guy. But what I'm talking about is his bravery for... I don't know if it's bravery or youthful stupidity, but he seems to be rather useful in a fight. Something that, you know, our group has kind of been lacking ever since Belram's passing.
Okay. Oh.
But
Try
that's
not to
not a
take
slight
that
at
the other
you.
way,
I'm just
I was
saying now
thinking.
you've
But,
got some help in the front lines. I'm not saying
you're
that you
waking up
haven't...
Levna next.
She usually wakes me up, but okay, no problem.
Yeah, he's really good in a fight, yes. He definitely has potential there. I don't think it's bravery. But that doesn't mean it can't be.
Well, for what it's worth, whenever I do make a song that includes Ellison's name in it, I think I'm going to call it bravery, whether it is or not. Would you like to know what I call your characteristics in my songs?
No.
Fair enough. You do know I have nothing but high aspirations of you. You're the one who's taught me how to actually be useful in combat. And not that I often bring out my sword or my trident, except for, you know, moments of entertainment, but a lot of your training has been what's helped me not run away from fights as much as I used to.
And I have noticed that. You have gotten much better.
Oh, please, don't pass me any compliments. I've had enough of those tonight. I didn't want you to think that I had sold your efforts in the last few weeks short. Since Belram's passing, I was simply notating that this young man
I haven't
is...
changed. I'm the same as I always have been.
a little bit better shot with the rock, though, I think.
I don't think I've thrown a rock at you before until now.
Well, then that would
But
mean
I
it's a
have started
100%
collecting them
improvement.
now, so I should, you know, just keep practicing. Also, I think I got some arrows some party members shot me with in my bag somewhere. I can test those too.
I mean, you know, you could always try your ever-increasing talents at smaller targets than myself. We do have a couple of small folk like yourself that might make for more better practice than my large figure.
Are you telling me to hit Mela?
I'm not saying who you should hit. I'm just saying it doesn't have to always be me.
You're picking on smaller targets. We're the only small ones now.
I suppose that is true. That's over the table, I guess. I suppose that's true. I was still kind of thinking we had 3, but it's just because I'm seeing her back. Yes. Okay.
I'm not gonna hit Mela.
Again, I'm not asking you to hit her. I was just trying to encourage you to consider other targets besides myself. You know, self-preservation and all that.
If I could KO you with a rock, then I think I have not been training you well at all.
You do speak wisdom in those words. That is true.
Sadly, your watch comes to an end without issue, other than Vera DM do what you saw. Alright, last watch, which will probably be Jenna and Ellison. Jenna and Ellison, by the way, you will have a full rest because you took your full 8 hours during their watches.
Yay!
Everybody else, you do not have a long
needed
rest yet. I guess I should also say that Levna is watching over your two companions that are resting as well.
Yeah, first thing I do as soon as I wake up is
Well, wait, hold
mage
on.
armor.
Hold on. How's Dashin and Vera wake you guys up?
Oh, good question. Well, I'm passed out, just sprawled out.
Wait, Death. Don't wake them just yet.
Jenna's very demure.
I'm going to go pick at some of the charcoal from the fire, and I'm gonna see if I can draw a mustache on Ellison's face.
Just give
Then I
me
would
a
like
sleight
to-
of hand check.
I would like to help.
I'm gonna need the help. Oh wow, I rolled worse. 10.
Ellison, what's your passive perception?
15. But I am, like, dead asleep.
No, it's fine because you can only roll a 10. So she's trying to be gentle, but she is not. You wake up with her doing it on your face.
Best way to wake up.
Oh. Ah.
I'm gonna slap the side of his face. Yep, wake up! Time to wake up!
I'm awake!
Your turn.
I'm awake! Yes, ma'am. I'm awake. Oh. Other people are still sleeping.
Yep.
Yes. Right away. I'll get right to it. You take your rest. Thank you for waking me up.
You can get Jenna.
Smells a little smoky in here. We should maybe air it out a little bit.
Dashin, how do you wake up Jenna? Or who's waking up Jenna?
She told me to, so I'm gonna go over there and just, comfortably and politely. I do know that Jenna's an intellectual like myself, so just a nice shaking of the shoulder, pleasant as wake up as I can muster.
Is it time to get up?
Well, for you it is. It's your
It's
turn
still
to take
dark
watch.
outside. Pull the blanket over, go back to sleep.
Yes, well, not quite. I'm gonna pull that down. It is dark still, yes, but it'll be light soon, and I really need to go say my prayers and have a little rest before morning begins. I've been up all night.
That's right. We do watches and things out here, don't we? Mage armor. And then I'll go out into the morning.
Jenna, I sent you a message.
Oh.
Do we need to do perception checks as well? Or...
Oh! I just point towards the opening of the ruins. Something set off my alarm! Wrong accent. Something set off my alarm!
Just now? Now?
Yes! I just woke up and heard ringing in my head. That means that the alarm is going off. Something is happening. Something is coming.
Okay. Can you let the others know? I'll take a quick peek and try to see. And I try. Wait, I don't know how the tiny hut is managed. If I
You can
stick
see
my
it,
head out, Oh yeah, it's not like a tent.
It's like
I
a
just stick
dome.
my head out, and it's
Yeah,
just
no,
like
no.
my head appears. Like
No, you can see out,
okay,
but only light source you have is from the stars and the moon and all that stuff.
I will, in the excitement and panic that a magical alarm has gone off, I am still looking out to see what is in the dark shadows.
Give me a perception check, both of you.
Yo.
Whoa! What do your elf eyes see?
She's not an elf.
Yeah, that's a Lord of the Rings reference, though.
What are you again?
I'm a human.
What do your plain ass human eyes see?
So with that 22, I'll say since you know something tripped your alarm, they have this glowingness in the dark, kind of like, you know, some video games have an outline or something through walls and stuff. You see something like that. They're about the same. So you see two of them. That's about the same size of what you fought before, just kind of wandering around up top.
There's two of those weird monster zombie things.
We killed them all.
Well, there's two here.
Okay, let's. Are they carrying anything? Are they? Like,
I don't know. I
looking
just
for us?
sort of see a vague outline. I can't really make out details.
And we're for sure they're one of the crazy monster things. It's not like more survivors, right? Like,
Can I tell anything about them?
Should we maybe wake up Yurkel and Rowan and see if their friends are coming?
They look exactly like the ones that you saw down there.
No.
No.
The bloated creatures. that you saw.
Draconian-looking things.
Well, there's one of them. Actually, thanks for. I guess I need to kind of explain. You see one more slender, but it's still bloated, but doesn't look like a draconian. Looks more like something like maybe Ellison probably would have looked like if it kept growing inside of it.
Ugh.
So more of a humanoid bloated one, and then you see another draconian bloated one.
Okay, one seems to be like the ones that we fought before. Another one sort of looks humanoid, but wrong. I don't think it's friendly, especially because it's with the monster.
Okay. Let's quietly wake up the group again.
I just
Hey,
start
guys!
poking.
Jenna sees two of the creepy monster things, and one of them is like the normal monster, and another one is like a not normal monster, like
But still monster.
but still monstery. Yeah.
So you woke us up. Why?
Because they're coming this way.
Oh, that's right. You guys don't know anything about this dome. They can't get in the dome.
Oh.
So just keep an eye on them to make sure they don't, like, I don't know, set a trap or too many of them where they hide somewhere. Just keep an eye on them. I'm going back to bed.
Wait, before you sleep. Why should we wake you up? I mean, if like 5 of them come up, or
If
like,
there- too many of them for us to fight. Yeah, you should probably wake us up so we can retreat, especially since we've got 2 civvies with us.
okay, we'll keep that in mind.
Although I'm not sure if more will trip the alarm. I think the alarm is tripped.
Yeah, but now you know they're there, so you can keep an eye. That's literally why you're awake.
Okay.
Yes, we've had manticores land on top of this thing before, and it never seemed to even know we were beneath it, so I
Yeah,
believe
they-
we should be pretty well safe for most circumstances.
Beneath a manticore. That sounds fascinating.
You should
What?
imagine the view that we saw.
I am.
And this is a normal thing that happens with our group.
I hope so.
If you're curious, just ask Ragaru to... I think he's got it inside somewhere.
Did I know about Ragaroo? I don't think I do.
Rataroo? No.
Rideroo, no.
I thought that Ragaroo and the book were made a comment to one another of sorts, like not
Oh, yes,
literally.
I'm aware that you have a sentient thingamajig, yes.
Noted. Okay. Yeah, so, okay, go back to sleep, and we will wake you in case our impending doom comes out of that temple.
And we'll be
Jealous
louder next
few.
time.
Okay.
Ever fearless.
Pending doom. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound good.
What? What's wrong, Scrivy?
He said a pending doom, so I jotted that in the book for you, my lady.
Thank you.
Shh. So now you have impending doom written in your book.
It's good to take notes.
All right, you guys can go back to sleep, I guess, and then you can finish out your watch. And I guess if you keep an eye on them, they're just kind of going.
You're just
kind
like
of
patrolling.
just the wandering around, like like how you see in zombie movies, are just kind of not focused
Actually,
on anything.
I just looked at the alarm spell. It doesn't break the spell if it trips, so it's still active. So if any more come, I can see how many there are.
So you can have a conversation, I guess, while you're watching. It's only fair you guys can have a chance.
Hey, Jenna.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, you were like poking around inside that temple, and this whole time, there were these creepy monsters like not that far from you.
I know, I only explored like the top level. I didn't go down the stairs. I didn't hear anything.
Can you imagine, like, I don't want to say it, it seems too dark, but like, man.
Yeah, I would have been fucked.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at, but
Yeah.
but still, you're very brave. Like, you don't seem to be that nervous or scared by your very close, potentially brush with death or conversion to monstrosity or becoming worm food. I don't know what that thing is or was. Like, you seem very, like, just good.
Certainly if I had been put into the situation that we were yesterday, but on my own, yes, I would have been very scared. But nothing happened to me, so there's nothing to worry about.
Well, that's a very good outlook, I guess. Perhaps I can learn from you as well on that, in addition to all of the other things that you are knowledgeable in.
It's a good idea to try and keep yourself in the present. Don't worry about the past, don't worry about the future. Just focus on the now.
Now. But aren't all of our actions now leading us to the future? And isn't there a future that we want to get to one day?
Maybe. I'm just content with living. If my future ensures that I live, that's all that matters to me.
Okay. That's a good way to look at it. I've never really thought about that, I guess. Yeah.
Well, what do you think about then? What do you want from your future?
Well, I mean, I've entered this order with aspirations to become, a strong and, a protector, basically. Dame Drakehorn has been so great to take me under her wing, and she's very powerful, and and I'm sure she protects many people, and that's what I want to do one day.
Do you want to know how I see it?
Yes, please.
You're already very strong and capable. You already protect. If you hadn't been there yesterday, I don't think we would have made it out as unscathed as we did. You took all the hits for us. You are a protector.
thought I was just kind of getting in the way, like, like I stood there and I got stabbed, so like, good, but also just kind of like there, I guess, luckily or unluckily.
I
Unlucky.
suppose luck and unluck are dependent on your own view, but as far as I see it, even if you're just standing there taking hits, it was of use to us. So don't ever think that you're in the way, because even if you are in the way, you're still helping.
Even if I'm just taking hits. Okay, I can do that. Yeah. All right.
And as for the future, you can aspire to be a greater protector and become even stronger than you already are. That's good. But there's no point in worrying about it, because either you'll get there or you won't. And you don't have to worry if you don't, because you can always do something else.
Unless I die, right? Like that's a possibility in this world, right? Like
It's always a possibility, but again, no point worrying about it, because once you're dead, you're gone.
fascinating perspective on that. Well, what about you? What do you want from this whole future? I mean, you seem very invested in finding truths, and what are you looking for?
Well, at the moment I'm just helping to be able to help this group as much as I can, and their mission is to save the world, essentially. So, I guess I want to save the world.
Yeah, okay. You're a very impressive and, dare I say, like, not confusing, but just interesting approach. Like, just saying, yeah, I'll save the world. Like, no problem. Like, wow. Like, and no anxieties or fears about it. Like you said, just living in the moment.
I figure if I'm gonna worry about something, it's where I get my next meal.
Speaking
There's no
of,
point in worrying about if we win or if we lose, because what will be will be.
okay, that's fair. Speaking of, I am really. Is there any extra fish that Dashin made?
Oh yeah, we had some left, and here you go.
Great. We'll save some for the group, but
Of
I'm
course.
starving.
Yeah, this was left for breakfast, so we can have our breakfast early.
Breakfast fish. Great.
As
Just
y'all,
need some rice and miso.
as y'all are handing each other fish, you see one of the fall over a cliff and land on a spike, a bigger one, and it
What
explodes.
spike?
So y'all on like rigid cliffs or whatever, not really spike, but like a pointy rock, whatever.
Yep.
And it
A
held it,
stalag.
and it explodes and knocks the other one back against a sharp, jagged rock out of the cliffside. And it's just, it doesn't explode, but he's now like the pointy rock right in the middle.
Jenna just quietly gets out Scribby, her spellbook, and starts sketching what just happened. Oh, fascinating.
Give me what's your? You can either use your passive perception or roll a perception check, Jenna.
Yeah, my passive. My passive is 12, and ugh, I'll use my passive. Thank you.
I gave you a choice if you want to use your passive or roll.
Oh, sorry. I did both. I'm sorry. I guess you need to take my roll.
All right, re-roll it. We'll consider that advantage because I'll allow Ellison to help you because you're both on watch.
Okay. 15.
Much better. As you are sketching, and you're looking at this creature, and you start sketching in your book, you see like on one of the fingers of the giant claws, it's swirling around something on the hand.
Something swollen on the hand.
Like something when he bloated up, something it bloated around like something on a finger.
Okay.
And that is the end of your watch. Everybody else can take your full rest. And then Levno wakes up to say, nobody woke me up from my watch. Why would you let me sleep through that?
Oh, it's okay. We got it.
What the hell is that?
What?
Me, what? Do you blind? There's something in the rocks over there. Like,
Oh,
Oh!
that looks like one of the creatures. She grabs up
Yeah.
her sword and goes, beheads it. Shh.
oh,
Look out!
yeah.
Explode!
Yeah.
That one doesn't
Two-
explode. Because it was not a draconian.
Oh.
Yeah. So, while we were resting, two of them came out of the temple and were kind of doing their, thing. One of them fell over and blew up. And
Where's number 2?
So
Oh,
that-
down there somewhere. It's a splat.
Yeah, he kind of fell off and kind of knocked this other fella who you can see over here impaled and now apparently beheaded into said impalement.
And she's
So,
like cleaning off her great sword.
yeah. So
Eventful watch.
but no more came out. That's why
Yep,
we didn't
just
wake
the
you.
2. Unless there's
Alright.
more further in that didn't trip the alarm, but only 2 that came out.
This one, are you anybody going to investigate the body at all? I don't know if anybody is.
I can have
Sure.
a look.
Yes, I too will investigate.
What do we roll for that? Oh, we can just look.
It's an investigation.
Man, my rolls are so
Ugh.
laggy.
My passive investigation is 16.
I got a 16 minus 1.
So that's not bad. That's 15. You, Jenna, you're so focused on what you saw in the hand. That's all you're really looking at. And then Ellison, you can tell like what's left of clothing or / armor that's completely almost shredded is definitely Calaman armor. What's left of it?
So it was I recognize it as a certain type of armor, or
Calaman
Yeah,
soldier armor.
Calaman is the
Oh.
city we started in, sort of.
Okay.
And then looking at the head, you can tell the ears are pointy.
And but he's humanoid like, so like
Yeah.
a elf of sorts.
Or Kinder.
I
No,
thought
actually,
Kinder
no.
were-
It would have been too tall. Yeah, it would have been too tall for a Kinder. A type of elf, I guess.
Okay. Hey guys, you want to come over here and maybe take a look at this with me really quick?
Yes. What do you got over there?
Well, it's not one of the Draconians again. It looks like it may have been an elf of sorts wearing armor from that city that we were all from Cubs there.
That's Calaman armor.
Yeah.
Look at these fingers. They're so weird and bloated.
Yeah. Is this what was gonna happen to me if you guys didn't take that worm thing out of me? Because that's horrific.
I'm gonna go over here and eat my rations now.
With a mischievous look, Dashton's going to say to Ellison, "It might still happen to you. We don't fully know that we've fixed everything."
Oh, actually, from what I know about this particular infection, the Lesser Restoration spell should get rid of it completely.
I'd hope you'd been more fun or privy to an inside joke, but yes, it seems you should probably be fine.
Oh, you were cajoling! I'm so sorry, I didn't realize.
Oh, thank you, Jenna. You.
Hi, this is Yuracle talking. What's going on? Do you have questions that I can try to answer?
Was there ever a rescue party, perhaps maybe sent for you all, or maybe a contingent force come to stop the Dragon Army's investigation of this area? We noticed that some of those
we were
creatures...
slaves. There's a few of us that were slaves that we were caught and brought here to work. And I believe that's one of them. She's gonna roll a history check to see if she maybe. Actually. Oh. I believe his name. It started with a V. I can't remember his name. Anyway, he was a good guy. Well, I do know he had a sister. She was down there too. I don't know where. Don't know where she's at.
Probably still inside.
Which we were going to go investigate, right? What were we doing with Yurkel and Roan? What were you going to do with those two while we were investigating that?
Well, I believe our last plan was that they may need a day or two to recuperate before they're ready for such extensive travel, considering it seems that our very expedited method is no longer available, or might not be available. I don't really remember where we stand on that subject. I certainly think, nonetheless, that Roan is in no circumstance to join us in any conflict we might encounter.
Jenna, what are you doing?
I'm just listening to the conversation, waiting to see what the plan is.
Oh, I thought you were looking at what you saw or trying to get it.
Oh, I can certainly get my quarterstaff and give the hand a poke. I'm not touching that.
Now, the thing has died, correct? Completely.
Oh, it is dead.
Head is off.
Yeah. Levna beheaded it.
Yeah, but then the head starts growing crawly things like in Dead Space.
Would it be incapable of me casting Speak with the Dead on it? I guess it just grunts anyway, so we probably wouldn't get much from it, so never mind.
You could try.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't so much like the body necessarily needed to like be fully functioning. It was just like the spirit uses.
It's
Well,
more
it needs
of,
to be capable
It
of
must
speaking.
still have a mouth and can't be
It's-
undead, but every time we've heard them, they just seem to...
Oh, well, are they undead though?
They kind of
I did Divine Sense last time, and they did not
Oh,
ping,
that's right.
so they are not undead.
God,
They're
all
probably
of
like aberrations or something.
no.
Well, I guess I can try
The
something
more
here.
the more what I'm thinking about is like of what they were, how much of it's warped it. I'm going to have to think on that on DM side. I'm going to probably roll an intelligence check to see how intelligent it is, but you can decide if you want to do that.
Well, then I suppose I'm going to take out some incense and this is all out of fuel. I was going to do a little just kind of shaking it around, but doing it, and you can kind of see in the small trail of smoke what appears to be some kind of symbols being shifted in the air, and as the symbol kind of finishes the artwork, Dashian will blow the symbol towards the face of the creature.
All right. Rain, I'll give you 4 colors. You choose one. It's kind of like a high-low scenario.
Okay.
Blue, black, green, or white.
Well, I've got to go with blue.
Okay.
So, what
His
do we see?
eyes open up and his mouth. What are you doing? Speak with dead?
Correct. Let me cast it.
Okay. It starts grunting as its mouth opens up. Waits.
I've never done this before, but can you hear me?
Don't you get so many questions? Did you just waste one?
He just did. Definitely 4 left now.
Well,
It definitely sounds like yes, but it's more guttled and gruttled. Like,
do you remember what your name is? Right. What is your name?
Valen.
I heard Valen.
I heard
thought it was
Alan.
Alan. I wonder, was it Alan or Valen?
Well, friend over here said that it started with V, so Valen.
I'm gonna roll
Is
another
your
history
name
check with
Valen?
advantage.
Was this the important thing you needed to ask it?
I'm not sure. I've never done this before.
Got one left.
Yeah. Well, what should we ask it?
How many more of them are down there?
Or what are they doing down there?
How many I think maybe would be pertinent to the current situation.
Yeah.
How many like you are down there?
Oh, I didn't catch that one.
Yeah. Your cold speaks up. You said, do you think his name is what?
Alan.
Valen?
I
Is
think
it
he went
Valen?
by Valen.
Elaine?
Yeah, after you prepping up, asking something similar questions, I rolled another history check. She got a natural 20. So, Valen, and she says, yes, and I think he did have a signet ring on his left hand.
I'm going to go check that.
Is that the hand that looks all weird and bloated?
So, like, I hate to say it, but you know how, like, people wear rings all the times and then they start getting bigger and it just swells around, they can't get it off. It's like that, but more worse after they blow it
Right,
up.
right.
Give me an investigation check, Vera.
Heard of sausage fingers, but he's got pickle fingers.
Ugh, gross.
Oh, can I assist Vera? Because I noticed it before.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Oh, thank you. So I'm not any kind of. I mean, I rolled the same thing twice.
You can't quite see the ring. You definitely figure you're going to have to cut the finger off to try to get it out.
I'm not cutting his finger off. Does he look recognizable at all to me? I know. Definitely looks
Very
different right now.
Yeah.
Or is the name Verlaine familiar to those who were from Kellerman?
I don't know that they would know him. It would probably have been. And you wouldn't have known him by his first name.
Nope.
You have one more question, Dashin, don't you?
I
No,
think he used it.
Yeah, I think my last
Well-
one was how many were down there, to which his answer was, "Rah."
I don't know what role it would be for you to try to recognize the face or not. Just give me a history check. Let's go with that. Actually, I think a survival check will be pretty good here, actually. Let's go with that.
Oh. Survival.
Oh, yes.
14.
As you're looking at this head, there's a couple spots has maybe like a scar or something that you remember. This is definitely the person who you think it is.
I'm going to rush over to your vault. You said the sister was here as well?
Yes, he was brought in with his sister. I think they were twins.
I'm gonna run straight toward the ruins.
Whoa.
Oh, Vera, don't you want to wait for us?
Not waiting.
Yes, there's a fine line between fearless and reckless. Hold on.
I guess we all go running after her.
Oh, is someone going to stay and watch over the two civvies? You know,
Take care of yourselves.
oh,
Levno was like, I'll stay. It's
Okay.
fine.
Thanks, Dave Dracorn. Okay, Vera, we're coming.
As you rush there, you do not have dark vision, so you rush right into the first level, and it's completely blackness.
I send
I'm
my mage
going
hand
to-
forward with a torch.
Nope. I was about to light one, but thank you. I will take that.
Vera, hold on. Wait, Russ.
You can move your miniatures onto the.
Oh, shoot.
Since I
We, like, stuck
kind of
here.
took it apart. Since I took it apart, I don't really have it anymore. I'm gonna move Dane Dracorn because she's not there now.
Yeah. I rolled that just to be sure. I'm not waiting.
Is there a
Rush.
reason we are running into danger?
As you move down to the second level where you initially fought, you can move your miniatures down there.
I don't see or hear anything at the moment.
Is someone going to, like, stop her?
Okay.
Vera, where are you headed? We know it's dangerous here. What's... Just give us 2 minutes, catch us up. What's up? What's going on?
She has the same problem that they had down there. She needs healing, in which case I'm not waiting. She doesn't need to turn into the exact same fucking thing they did.
If she was infected at the same time, whoever she is, I'm sorry, but I think it's too late.
Thank you, MCR Music 3, for the 200 biddies. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Vera, who is she?
Another squire of Solemnia.
Oh,
Going to
Uh,
continue.
Who
okay.
was Valen? What?
Right. Okay.
Blaine.
Valane?
Give me a survival check, Vera, because you gotta figure out where you're going. You have not been this far.
We stopped at
They-
the steps last time, didn't we?
Yeah, they told us
They did?
that it was downstairs. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
As she turns the corner here to go down towards the steps, I would like to try to kind of shove her against the wall to like physically stop her.
Athletics check. Contested athletics check, I guess.
Oh boy.
I'm going to assist. I'm going to if Daz is like going for the shoulders for a shove against the wall, I want to go low and grab her legs and pin them against the wall.
So you can roll an athletics check as well.
Go low on a kinder.
Going low.
God's
Oh
sake.
no.
So
Both got an eight.
here's how I'm gonna
I
roll.
rolled
this.
low too, guys. Come on.
8 plus 8. What is that? That
Ah,
is
16.
16. So, as you see Dashin shoving Vera up against the wall to try to hold her, she's clearly overpowering her, and you reach in and grab the other arm and bring her back. So y'all both combined totals were able to hold her against the wall.
Vera, please, I understand that your concern is great and time may greatly be of the essence, but we can't risk our entire mission based on someone that you know. Who is this? Tell us. We're more than happy to assist you.
Then you don't have to risk your mission. I'll be the only one that has to.
No, look, we just want to help. I mean, like
We're
you,
going down
I'm
there
also a
anyway.
squire. Yeah.
We just need to pace ourselves and make sure we're not walking into a trap or a horde that we can't possibly defeat.
Listen, getting stabbed by one of those things sucks. Okay? I don't want that to happen to you either. So
I
just-
did get stabbed too. I just didn't get wormy. Stronger
Oh.
constitution than you.
many people do.
Even if she's dead already, I have to be sure.
Okay, we're there with you.
Can you tell us who she is? I mean, just give us a little bit of something to go on so we can help look for you. You know, what if we get down there and there's 400 bodies? You know, like something we can identify by.
Half
Who is
elf,
Valane and who's his sister? Why is she important?
half elf. She's also a squire. Her name's Kazel. Kazel Avalier. She was my first teammate. Her and her brother.
Okay.
I started training together with them.
Okay.
I'll like gently release my hold on her.
Same.
All right.
We're gonna find her one way or another, but we have to stick together.
Okay.
Go ahead, Vera. You lead the way. We're right behind you. Please make it a slower pace. Not everyone can see that well here. I know we've got the torch, but
I'll
Too much
go
ahead
so
of us.
much. I'll go so much slower. I'm tapping my boots of speed together and I'm going down.
As you descend these stairs to unknown what awaits. We'll take our break and then we'll be right back, guys. You can decide your marching order on the break, and just go ahead and roll your initiative while you do it too,
Oh boy.
so we can just have it out of the way, you know.
Now
we'll
I
be right-
roll well.
Guys, we'll be right back, and then see you in a second. Oh, by the way, I guess I should say before we go, I forgot to say at the top of the round, since we're doing our charity event, $50 or more, you can get a sticker and up to 4 bracelets, and I mail it to you. If you're out of the country, out of the United States, I'll send you 2 stickers from the website because, you know, shipping is crazy. So those are an option for tonight. Our next charity stream is going to be on next Wednesday at 6 p.m. PST. The giveaway for that night is either going to be a Karlach or Shadowheart. Whoever wins gets to choose one, and then the other one will be the giveaway 2 episodes from that one. So those will be the giveaways for the next charity stream that we have for the charity game. So that being said, grab your use the bathroom, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and let's get ready for a shit show. Thank you, guys.
Why you gotta say it like that, man?
All right, guys. We'll be right back. I might still be on here to update the group initiative. But guys, we'll be right back.
Well, is that a giant chasm of water?
You wish it's water.
Just void.
Saul.
I hope it's not. Still can't swim over here.
Welcome back, everybody. Let me get to where I need to be. That is a 40-foot. So this level of fortress has not been fully excavated. A 30-foot wide chasm splits it into 2, spanning by a makeshift wooden footbridges on the far side of the chasm. Digging implants surrounding an 8-foot tall crystal, glowing with noxious orange light. Well, it's red. I'm sorry, red light. On the near side of the chasm, a hulking, red-covered, squirming shape digs through broken crates. So, Vera, as you rush down the stairs, you see a red, hulking, frog-like creature, and crawling over it are these type of tadpoles that you kept Ellison turning into.
So it's just one of them?
That's what you see as you're coming down the stairs initially. It's still dark.
I do still have the mage hand with the torch out front.
Oh. I'm going to have to skip blood nuggets. I forgot to take her out of the combat. Whatever. So we're coming down this. Vera, what is your passive perception?
Not that high. It's 14.
14. That's high. As you're looking, Jesus. As you're looking at the hulking figure digging into the crates, you see this bright red coming across the chasm, like shooting out of the pitch black darkness. I don't need everybody to give me death saves.
Everyone, actually, you have a +5 because
What's the range of it?
I'm about to double check, but actually I think only 2 of them wouldn't be able to get it. Where are you?
I rolled a 3, so I will need every bit of it. Actually, I would like to use one of my inspirations. Or my inspiration. I don't have any. I thought I did.
There's so much shit on mine. It should be a class. I do not see where it's at. All it keeps telling me is +5. That's nice. That doesn't tell me. I'm pretty sure it was 10 feet.
Well, I definitely don't get it, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 10 feet as well. Which it would extend currently out to Dashin and Dashin alone.
Alright.
So Dashin, you get the +5.
Yeah, it's 10 feet.
Yeah. So you get the +5 Dashin currently. The DC is 12. Who beat a 12? Raise your
I
hand.
didn't roll yet.
Yo.
Mela, what'd you get? A 10.
I got a 10.
All right. If you failed, you take 25 points of fire damage. If you succeed, you take half of that as this fireball erupts right on the stairs as you are coming down. And we have already rolled initiative.
Do we round up or down again? I don't remember.
Round up.
Round up. So 13 then, right?
Yeah.
Damn. What a way.
Dashin. Top of the round. And it is dark. So unless you blur out the griff globe, you can't really see across the chasm.
Now I do have dark vision, but if
How
this is
far can you see?
6, I think it's 60, but I don't know. Let me check.
Sixty feet, you can just see at the edge of the other side of the chasm.
We can see the glowing crystal, right? Because it's like glowing.
Yeah, just glowing in the darkness. So it gives off a little dim light. Actually, so as this fireball erupts, as you look over, something is kind of silhouetting in the back as the red, as it's glowing. Another, roughly about the same as the red one in the, you're looking in your back. Hey, stop that! Dasher, what do you do?
Action. We just took a long rest, but it didn't refund my spell slots. Let me make sure that's.
Yeah, you sure should have definitely.
You did use Speak with Dead.
Yeah, that did take a
Yes.
spell slot.
Yeah, I mean, and I see it didn't consume that either, because that's just a second. Oh no, that is a third. Oh, I clicked it twice. That's all it is. Okay. I'm gonna put one back. Okay. I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis 3rd level. And a bonus action. I'm going to Bardic Inspiration, I suppose, and dodging the fireball to a degree, still being singed by the burn. You know, pulling the guitar out or the lute out, and just hit a nice hard chord. Not gonna sing with it at the first one at this moment, and giving it to Vera.
All right, where you want to move to? You're right behind Vera, near the bottom of the steps. So you can either jump down or move somewhere, or what you want to do.
Gotcha. Would it be easier for you if we moved our characters on the above VTT?
That might work, and you can tell me.
Yeah.
Roughly.
I'm gonna head 25 feet towards the the longer bridge, the one closest to the staircase.
Okay.
So it's a little bit forward.
What I've built is not completely accurate to scale, but it's pretty close. So.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Alrighty. Is that your turn?
Yes, sir.
All right. Levna's not here. What you doing that? The red one turns around. Starts running towards you. There is your movement. 13. Damn it. Everything is like melee. It's not close enough, so. Dash is to you, Vera. And that is his turn. Vera, you're up.
Well, I'm glad I didn't have to move to you at all.
It gets close. Give me what's your passive perception again?
Was it 14?
Okay.
So,
Actually,
yeah.
give me a perception check.
18.
Okay. You definitely see something around the neck that's very familiar to you. And it's coming at you going, "Ah!" And it has there's 5 tadpoles like crawling around and getting ready to as well.
I'm gonna take 2 swings.
Got it.
I will use my precise strike.
What are you hitting? You can hit the tadpoles or the creature.
The tadpoles.
All right. There's 5 of them, so which when you want to target, doesn't really matter. I'll just go off this.
26 to hit.
26 hits.
That is, hold on, because I gotta add the precise strike on there that I always forget to add. That's 16 slashing, and were you making me say when I'm casting Divine Smite before or after?
I'm
I'm so confused
No,
on what
no,
the rules
we-
are now, so
yeah,
I
yeah,
just want to make sure.
Yeah, we went back
I have
to the
another
original.
attack, so it doesn't matter.
Well, we went back to the old rules where you can, because now the new rules are out, and since we're still under old rules, so you can use the old rules again.
Okay. I
But-
will palm.
But the first strike, definitely you carve into it and slice its head off, and it drops down to the ground as you kill the first tadpole.
Oh, okay. I will attack another. Oh, no, I don't have advantage on this one. Precise strike's done. 17.
17 hits. He's attacking another tadpole.
Yeah. 6 slashing.
That's 6 total.
Yep. I didn't use precise strike, so I didn't get the extra bonus on that one.
Okay. As you slice into it's like reforming itself a little bit. Is that your turn?
I would like to. Yeah, no, I'm not in the right headspace for that. I don't
Okay.
think she would taunt it, so yes, that's it.
That was said. The one that you just slice into is gonna the little tadpole that you slice is gonna try to snatch out at you. I'm assuming a 6 misses. The other 3 is gonna try to also that's crawling on it, still alive. 19 hit.
No.
Well, that would be the highest one. So the other one's 18 and then a 12. So this. So you get your other shield up and it just banging off your shield. It's like the one across. What is 60 feet? That to belong here. Pointing at Dashin as it animates these flames and hurls 3 of them at you. I'm sorry, 2 of them, not 3 of them. I'm assuming a 7 misses, but a 20 hits.
Barely.
That is 10 total fire damage. And it ignites flammable objects that are not being worn or carried. I have to go grab something, but Elson, you're up, and then Melee, you're on deck.
All right.
How much damage? Oh, that just did 10 to me. I did not add my 10 hit points from Armor of Agathis.
So yeah, that hits you and explodes. The bridge starts catching fire from that.
Well, we get more vision now, so is there anything else we gather from the room with all this new fire?
Let me turn up the brightness a little bit. It is a big cavern. There's crates and stuff in the left corner. There's stones that collapsed from the other set of stairs that was coming down. That's pretty good enough.
Is the chasm an abyss, or is it
you can't see
by
the bottom.
chance?
Oh, actually, hold on. Oh yeah, you can look. You're close enough to look down. Let me. Where's the features? I need the features. I think it's.
I'm really just curious if it's water or if it's just a pit.
Oh, it's just a pit. It's not water
Okay,
at all.
okay.
But it doesn't tell me. I'm pretty sure it's like supposed to be 40 feet. But you can't see the bottom because it's so dark. Either way. Oh, there, your guys are not there.
All right. So are you ready for me, Chicken? Then?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Am I able to make my way past everyone? Like, is this like a 1-lane staircase thing, or can I like jump through and assist Vera in cutting up these little tadpoles?
I'm gonna say it's half your movement to get down, but I mean you can easily get where you are at on the stairs. You can easily get around Mela because she's smaller, and so I'll allow you to get where Dashin was at.
Okay, I will go right down there. With my bonus action, I will ignite the gauntlets of flaming fury.
Got it.
So now my sword is burst into flame, and I will take 2 attacks on those other tadpoles. I'm just basically trying to copy what Vera did and trying to assist her.
They are 10 feet away from you.
Oh. Can I get to them?
You can dash.
Oh. Oh, so it took all my movement to get there, basically, or?
Yeah, because you're in the back of the pack, remember?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just trying to attack this thing that's hitting. That's in front, then.
Now, if you want to jump down, I'll allow you to jump down. I just have you make a debt save. And you can
Okay.
be right next to them if you like. Do you want to do that?
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to try and attack the tadpoles, but... Alright, so dex save first. Sorry, my dice are like so...
Everybody
Like,
forgets
I might
about
just-
the jumping part. Everybody can jump. Everybody forgets.
I might just roll regular dice for tonight.
What'd you get?
I don't know. It's so slow.
Yeah,
It looks
you
like a
guys always
2,
have the
though.
option.
I can roll a
Oh,
4 on my dex save.
You take
I
1
sprained an
point of
ankle.
bludgeon. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you try to do the Deadpool superhero landing, whatever, with the katana, and you bang your knee onto a rock, and you take 1 point of emotional damage.
That's rough, man. I'm so embarrassed.
But you're right next to it.
Okay. And then, so I can hit the tadpoles, or I can't hit them.
Now you can. Now I
Okay.
remind you of the mechanic of jumping.
Thank you. And that emotional toll. So I'll take 2 hits on that. So, first one is a 13.
What are you swinging at?
The tadpoles again.
Tadpoles? Yeah, that's enough to hit.
Great. All right. 2.
But which one you trying to aim at? The one that's more injured, or the one so not
sure.
been hit?
Sure, the one that's more injured.
Okay. Roll your damage.
2d6 plus 4, so that's 9 plus 1 point of fire damage, so 10 total damage. It's pretty sad.
Come on, where's my thing? Oh, there it is. Boom. As you slice into it, it was already damaged. You just cleave the head off on that one as well.
Cool.
There's 3 of them left that's crawling
Alright.
around this hulking thing.
I'll take my second attack on another one of those. Natural 20.
Nice.
All right. So 7, 14. That's 18 plus 8 points of fire damage. So 26 points total.
26 points. Nice.
26, yeah.
How would you like to describe brutalizing this tadpole?
Can you brutalize a tadpole?
You overkilled it 3 times.
Double chop it. I just cleave it in twine, and the fire goes and bursts into cinder.
Mela.
It takes an action to reach into the bag of holding, right?
Reach in a bag of holding and do what?
And grab the orb.
Yes.
Okay. Does it take another action to start, to get it right?
I'll say it's a bonus action to grab it out of the bag, and then I think it's an action to activate it.
All right. Then that is what I'll do. I'll grab it out of the bag and say, "Flame on!" and have it turn on for everyone who cannot see.
All right. As you do that, it spreads with light across this whole thing. Almost kind of like dashing for you, like God is ascending from behind you. All this bright light coming from behind you, silhouetting this whole canvas area. right. Where would you like to move? You can move your token if you like. You're up there. You, Ellison, you're down here now. And then you're at top. You're over here, Mela.
Mhm. Well, let's see if it'll let me move it.
You should be able to move on.
Yeah, there it goes. Just wouldn't let me for a second. Um, I will just I'll just be right behind Jenna. Like where I was. I'll just be even closer to her now, I guess.
All right.
And then that'll be my turn.
It's not that big. Jenna, you're up.
Yep, I'm gonna run down the rest of the stairs and ew, 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 I hate this. And I'd like to position myself so that I'm right next to the frog monster. And I'm going to cast Thunderwave. Whoa. Thunderwave at second level. But I'd like to angle the 15-foot cube so that I don't hit Vera or Ellison. Just the frog creature.
It's a Thunderwave?
Thunderwave, yep.
Okay, oh yeah, it's a directional one. It's not Thunderclap. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. 15-foot cube. It's a con save 14.
Where'd you drop down to on that side?
What I drop down what?
Okay. Oh, what kind of save? Con?
Con, yep.
Oh, they have advantage.
Oh. Great.
Big one got a 14.
Matches.
And how many of these left? Only 2 of them. Two and a 9.
Yeah, so they both fail, so they get blasted off this thing. 10 feet.
Okay. Do they take
And
any
they
damage?
they take 11 damage, thunder damage.
They only had 10,
Big-
so...
Yes. And the big one takes 6 damage and is not pushed back.
Alright, you going to describe this what it looks like?
Yeah, so she runs down the ew, 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 I hate this. Thunder wave! And just like, you don't see anything, but you hear this boom, and then just this oppressive force just and it blasts off these 2 little tadpole things and off into the distance, and the frog thing like that's it.
That's not what I wanted. Alright, there we go. Alrighty. Next up is... Oh, that was you. Top of the round, Ashton. I guess I should explain, Dashing, as you over there looking through as the bridge is catching fire. Look over and you see a green version of what is in front of the stairs fighting the rest of your party. You're muted on Zoom.
Yeah, right. I hadn't said anything just yet.
Okay. And Vera, you're on deck.
Well, I
I'm sorry.
suppose with. Please go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I forgot that I could do this. Could I use a bonus action to use patient defense? And that just is the dodge action as a bonus action.
All right, you using a Q?
Yeah.
Got it.
So I just set myself in a defensive
Yeah,
stance.
so everything's disadvantaged against you.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead,
No,
Dash.
you're good. I suppose I'm gonna fire back at the one that attacked at me using my loot. I'm going to fire both of my Eldritch Blast beams across the way.
What's the
First one
range?
is 120.
Oh yeah, he's well in range.
First one's a 9, nat 1.
A nat 1, so he'll get opportunity attack on you. A natural 20.
That's good.
So as you do this, it's kind of weird. Just for flavor's sake, he catches your Eldritch Blast, turns it into flame, and throw it right back at you.
I like that. Although I probably won't like the damage. How much does it hurt me for?
So that is 10, 20, 25 points of fire damage. As it gets hurled back at you, hitting your face, and then you can do your force damage for your. What was the second attack? What was the
I
total?
haven't rolled it yet.
Oh, okay.
12.
12 misses as it takes its staff and blasts it away. For some reason, the force crumbles up against the wall behind it, and some rock fall down a little bit.
Oh man. Well, then it's not within 30 feet of me, but the other one is. So, taking the blast back from the flames of my own Eldritch Blast energy mixed in with it, I turn my attention to the red one directly in front of the party, and I'm going to, I suppose, initiate my Hexblade's Curse, which I can do as a bonus action. It doesn't affect anything for it unless I'm attacking it. So, and then I'm going to create some separation. Send me behind Ellison.
Is your armor attack is still up? It's no longer up anymore, right?
It's up. I cast it on my first turn, but it only is for melee attacks. So
Are you
and
sure?
I've lost. I'm positive. I checked it the first time I got hit by a fireball when I had it on,
Okay.
but it says only when I have
You move it to Ellison?
right behind him. So between Ellison and the beast. Yep.
Got it.
That's my turn.
Wait, between Ellison and the beast?
But Ellison is between the beast and I. Is
Yeah.
what I meant to say.
Yeah, got it.
Fuck, that one over there is very strong.
The one in front of you, Vera. The big one. Let's stun it to. Oh, wait. Got 3 people around it. Looks at you. And then immediately looks to the one to your left that just cast Thunder Wave on it. You're gonna make. Why is that? Give me notifications from YouTube. What the hell? I did not turn that on. It's looks at the new monkish. So it's gonna make a bite attack.
And I will
With
attack.
disadvantage.
I know. Don't remind me. A natural 1. You rolled a 1 and a natural 1 and a natural 2. So you get an opportunity attack, Jenna.
Yes, please. I will punch it in the throat.
Got it.
I was going to attack with Sentinel, but I don't think it can happen unless you landed a hit.
25 to hit.
25 hits. Yeah, I think I have to actually land a hit.
8 damage.
Got it.
No, it's make an attack against a target other than me. I can
Alright.
use my reaction to attack.
All right, you can use your Sentinel if you like.
I will. And probably miss. 14.
14 just hits.
11 slashing.
I was going to save you. Rolls an attack on you. 23 to hit? Yeah.
That'll hit.
And it attacks with its claws, by the way. 9 piercing damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw. As the claws come into your side.
$22.
22. You're able to, unlike Ellison before, you're able to shove its claws out of your side before you get the infection. Second attack on Ellison.
On me?
Yeah, it's 3 attacks, and there's 3 of y'all right there.
Come on.
Wasn't gonna attack Vera until she just did that, so 18? Does that hit you?
Yeah, that hits.
You also take 6 piercing damage, and I need a con save from you.
Oh, God. Alright, let's see if me closing out all my other windows helps this at all. Nope. It is slowly going, making its way.
He is
see
close enough to me that he still gets a +5.
He does.
I think it's a 21.
It is.
Yes, there we go.
That's fine. What I end up having to do is like have a tablet here as well, so the tablet's doing its own rolling. That's what I do. So.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You're learning from your past fights and mistakes. You're able to shove those claws out of you before any further inflictions happen. All right, Vera, you're up.
So I can definitely tell, just like with the one that was upstairs, that this one used to be an elf.
This seems to be fully transformed. You can't tell features. The only identifying marks that you have seen or anything is what's around the neck. And that is, now the light is completely open down here. You can see it more clearly. It is a raven necklace that you have previously made.
I'm going to attack again. So I believe in the current state I am, I'm definitely dropping my shield and swinging both-handed.
Okay.
And I'm using my precise strike. Natural 20.
And
Dropping the shield was the thing to do, I guess.
Apparently.
Are you divine smiting?
I definitely will, but this can be a lot of damage already. For me to have fun trying to calculate. 21 slashing.
I'll take that. And Divine Smite should be in the
Keep
features.
moving it.
But it's 2d10, I think. And
They're D8s. They're
or
D8s.
D8s. Okay.
I remember that bit.
It's two D8s. You can Asher if they're undead or a fiend, but you do not. And you can add another one for each level spell higher than the first level. So you get two D8s added to it for first level spell slot, and then you get one more for each one higher above it. I played my fair share of paladins in the day.
I did not roll that as crit damage. I don't roll that as crit damage, do I?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, this is the first time I've seen a crit hit from that. So, yeah. So, it would have been 48 for a level 1 spell. But you did it for level 2, looks like. So,
Yeah.
roll 3 more then. So,
Man, I rolled
18
really
more.
well on all those, but that's okay.
18 more points of radiant damage. What does this look like as you're doing it?
You're just seeing pure, unadulterated fury. Probably based on the way I do with most of my stuff with her, it's going to be almost like lightning traveling up the blade as I hit her.
Who actually would have... You did hit her before. I would also give you this. Actually, no. Well, not.
That was only one attack.
I know. I got to do this too because I missed it. As you went to slice into it, you saw like some of the wounds that you carved into it before start like it's almost healing a little bit as you carve into it again. But go ahead, your second attack.
I doubt I'll roll any better than I did the first time. 19.
19 hits.
8 slashing.
Got it. As it starts sliding, the ooze and goos coming down the guts as you slice into it is now bloody. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
It goes. Goes invisible. That's its turn. Ellison.
All right. The one in front of me, I'll use first my bonus action to do Fighting Spirits. It'll give me advantage on my attack rolls, and then I will make 2 attacks on the pink guy. Red, pink, whatever he is in front of me.
He's red.
Red. All right, I tried
Camera,
cloning
camera.
out of VTT, but it didn't work. So again, I'm just slow rolling right now, and then my second attack I'll do on this here. I'll use my phone app. 19 plus 7, 26.
26 to hit?
Yes.
Yes, that definitely hits.
Alrighty. Plus 2. So 13 points total with my Gauntlets of Fire thing. Second attack.
13 points.
Yes.
Well, how much was the fire damage?
2.
2. So it's 12 total.
Oh, damn.
As you cut into it, you can see like the fire's not having much effect as you thought it would be.
Oh. Alrighty. Second attack. 21.
21 hits.
Alright. Ugh. And with an additional 6, so reduced to half, 3 points of fire damage, so 11 total.
11. Thank you.
Yeah.
Two
And
stars into like the fire should be helping, but it's almost like cauterizing the blade as you're cutting through it at the same time.
ugh,
Is that your turn?
that is my turn.
Mela and then Jenna, you're on deck.
All right. Do I notice the guy across the chasm turns invisible or disappears?
I don't think you've seen him because you're still at the top of the stairs. From your angle, anyway.
Right.
But everybody else saw him that they were looking over there turn invisible.
Okay. Well.
Dashing, I would say dashing, give me a perception check whenever you get a chance. But Melee, go ahead.
All right. Am I within 30 feet of the creature that they're fighting?
Hmm?
Am I within 30 feet of the creature that the other 3 are fighting?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon.
I knew it was coming. Where you want to put it at?
I'll do it behind him. Yeah.
Cast it out 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay. And it's 7 damage.
Nice. As this the mace if you always summoned before, it just cracks in it.
Right. And I would like to move down and see if I could sort of end up in between Ellison and Daz. I don't know if I could, but
You will have to jump down and just be a deck save because you're jumping down the stairs over people.
okay. I will try. Let's see what happens. That's a 4.
You 2 bludgeoning damage as you land hard. Just copying Ellison as you saw, but 2 emotional damage.
Nice jump.
I think something's wrong with this floor here. Can't see. Nobody can seem to land on it right.
And as you, it's not stone, it's like dirt. Like they've been clearly excavating out of here. Only stone down here are the stairs that you came down and the collapsed stairs, the pile of bricks on the other side, or rocks. Not bricks,
Okay.
but rocks.
As my action, hang on. I'll check something real quick.
Rain, I'm going to give you, or Dash, I'm going to send you a message of what you see.
All right. As my action, I would like to channel divinity and create a Twilight Sanctuary. So
What does that do?
so whenever a creature, like one of my friends, basically, ends its turn in the sphere, I can grant that creature 1d6 plus 7 temporary hit points.
How big is this
And I can
sphere?
it's 30 feet radius.
30. Why has to be 30? I don't have that size. So right now everybody's in it.
Cool. So whenever anybody ends their turn, I'll go ahead and give them temporary hit points. So I'm going to grant myself temporary hit points as I end my turn, and that'll be it.
All right. Gianna.
Yeah. I am going to. I was about to say channel divinity. Damn it! I've forgotten what it's called. Oh no. Step of the
Flurry
wind.
blows. Oh, step of the wind.
Step of the wind. I'm going to disengage and sort of dance away from this big creature about 10-15 feet.
Which way?
Probably from the battle cam, like down and to the left. Hugging the wall, basically. Yep, perfect. And once I am there, I turn around and yell, Firebolt! But as the firebolt is going towards the creature, it like goes and crystallizes into an ice ball. Because I'm a Order of the Scribe wizard, I can change the damage type of a spell.
I think you were doing like chromatic orb.
Nope. So I cast Firebolt, but I change its damage type to ice. Or frost, or cold, whatever it is.
It's cold damage, yeah.
Cold. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And 8 cold damage.
8. As cold comes around, it kind of washes over the body and falls off. It doesn't feel like it does quite enough. So it takes 4.
Dang it.
Come on. There we
Yep,
go.
that's me.
All right. Top of the round. We are now with Dashin. There, you be the next one to go as far as players.
I have a quick question. I hate to ask a question, but I'm just unfamiliar with this DOS loot. So on the first part of the description, it says that I can use an action to play the instrument and use one of its charged spell abilities.
Correct.
But it also then in the second half says you can play the instrument while casting a spell.
It's basically saying you can use it as your spell focus, basically, is what it's saying.
I
I
gotcha.
think.
Okay. Then what I shall do, still having it out, I'm going to go ahead and begin to strum a different type of tune with it. Use one of the charges of DOS loot for protection from energy. Particularly, I get to choose one of the damage types. Since fireballs are being hurled our way, I have to touch the person. So I'm going to touch Mila, who's now there, to give her resistance to fire. I would also speak a moment for my perception roll. The bridge seems to be moving now, and then we'll roll into Bardic Inspiration for Ellison. Go ahead and account for that real fast. And then I'm going to try to separate a little more from the group towards the back wall, like towards the battle camera. Probably about 15 feet, whatever I can. Not max, but, to the wall.
You want to go all the way to the wall?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Got your turn?
Yes, sir.
Let's come to this turn. In front, you see some of the wounds start healing again. completely drawn its gaze now. For a bite, does a 25 hit?
Are you attacking me?
Yes.
Yes.
You take 5 points of piercing damage as the bite bites into your side. And then 18, I'm assuming, misses. And then a natural 6 is going to miss.
It's a 25 con save.
Oh, there's a bite. The con save is for the claws.
Oh, I thought it was for the bite.
No, that's the claws. You're gonna draw a couple of opportunity attacks from it because it's going to move. You want to trigger your sentinel, I'm assuming?
Yep. I'd rather it didn't move. It's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, 24 hits, so it does not move.
No, you better be glad I keep rolling ones on these damage die. 5 slashing.
Why would I be? All right, you're up, Vera. As it and it just kind of swings widely at you.
Gonna attack it again. Use my last precise strike. It's a 25 to hit.
Okay.
And that is 19 points of slashing.
How many?
19.
Damn. Nice.
Damn. All right. It's still standing, but as you cut into it, you almost hack off its arm as you're hitting it with that.
24 to hit. I am aiming to remove my necklace off of her neck. Of course I rolled 2. 6 damage.
6 damage.
Yep. And I'll pump Divine Smite into that one. Just to get...
You don't have to. It has 6 hit points. How would you like to do it?
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
But if you want to use your Divine Smite, go right ahead.
Well, I did say it, so I might as well. Oop, that was just 1d8. Why did they take away the ability for me to just click Divine Smite on here? No, that was 10 Radiant on top. I'm aiming for the neck because I want to take my necklace off of her.
As you hit the neck in your Divine Smite, you cut into the necklace. It breaks off and lands to the ground. As you slice through the chest, guts spill out and opens up, and it falls in a pile of mush into the ground. It goes. Lifeless.
Huzzah!
I would like to move to pick up my necklace.
It drops right there. Easily you can pick it up.
And for now, remain where I'm at because I know there's another enemy, but I don't know where.
Okay. Mela, as you're standing there, hitting across your face, as he appears right in front of you with his club, or She club, whatever. It's gonna hit you with a staff. Natural 18 for a total of 25. I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah,
Wow.
it hits.
That is terrible damage.
Great.
I think I have a reroll, right? No. Damn. I'm gonna use. Why do I have a determination? Oh wait. I'm gonna use my determination to add 3 more points of damage to that roll because it was so bad. So you're gonna take 6 bludgeoning damage there, Mela.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I think Stargana gave you something too last episode.
Yeah. All right. And then the other two. And throw 2 more balls of fire at you, Dashin, as you're trying to run away. Which is a 19 to hit and a 15 to hit.
Does shield work in any case of these?
Casting a shield as a reaction. Give you a
Correct.
+5. Yeah, it works. You up in your AC.
I didn't know if it was a melee only thing. It doesn't say melee only. It just
No.
says when you're hit by an attack or targeted by magic missile.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you can use it. So they both miss.
Well, no, because the +5 would be beats it on the 19, but you meet it, so you beat it. The
Yep.
19 hits, but the other one
Okay.
doesn't.
Got it. Which that is. Wait, oh no, that is 13 points of fire damage as it's coming at you. Get hit again, Ellen hits the wall. Ellison, and in melee, you're on deck.
All right, I will. If I need to get closer to him, I will move right beside him.
He's
So I'm
right
in
beside
range.
you.
Perfect. All right. Bonus action.
Not quite, actually. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Fighting Spirit again, and then I'll take my 2 attacks. And, 23 to hit.
23 hits.
All right. Plus 4 points. So I had 4 points of fire damage. I don't know if this guy also has resistance to it.
He does.
So just 2 for that. And then second attack.
Well, how much was that? How much total damage was that?
Where is it? 16 plus 4 fire, so 2 fire, so 18. 18 total.
18 points. Got it.
All right. And then second attack. Ooh. One was a nat 1, but 23 to hit.
23 hits.
And then 12 plus 5 points of fire damage.
To 3. So
Yes.
15 total.
15 total, yes.
Got it.
All right.
What does it look like as you slice into with these 2 attacks?
I am trying to, like, basically cut off his arm that's doing all this crazy casting thing, but I just kind of swing at that, whichever one is sticking out like that.
Okay. All right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Mela.
Easy.
Then Jenna, you're on deck.
Okay. First, hang on. Oh, didn't go. give Ellison. He gets 10 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Welcome. And I would like to move my spiritual weapon and attack him, please.
$24 hits.
24. Okay. That's 5 damage. With that. And I would like to go ahead and cast Toll the Dead.
That's a wisdom
On him.
save.
Yes.
That's resistance. That is cut. What is your wisdom? Ugh, -1. 16.
Makes it save.
Okay,
So that'll be my turn.
got it. Jenna, you're up. You're muted on Zoom.
Yeah, I was just reading through a spell that I was going to use, but I realized it probably wouldn't work very well. So,
And then Dashin, you're on deck.
how far away from it am I?
About 30 feet.
Okay, I'll say, fine then, we have to do this the old-fashioned way. And I'm gonna run up into the space between Ellison and the spiritual weapon.
What's your movement?
30 feet. Oh, 40 feet, actually.
Yeah, you can get there with 30 feet.
Mhm.
So 10 feet of movement left.
And I will use Flurry of Blows.
Flurry of blows.
So that is... Yep, so I get the 1 action to do the unarmed strike, and then 2 bonus action.
Yep, for flurry blows, so you get 3 attacks, I think.
Yep. So do 1 at a time, yeah?
But I think you have to hit first before you can do flurry of blows. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure you have to hit, and then you can do your flurry of blows. You have to make sure
Okay,
you
let's see
hit
if I
first.
hit Dan. That's 25 to hit on
Yeah,
the
that
action.
definitely hits. 1 away from a crit.
That's 8 for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a 9 to hit on the first flurry of blows. That misses, yeah.
Yeah, that misses.
Mm-hmm. Second flurry of blows. Woohoo! 22.
22 hits.
And 9 damage.
Nice. What does that look like as you run up and pop, pop, pop?
Yeah, so the first one probably... Like... I'm coming at him sort of from the back, aren't I?
From his side, pretty much.
From the side. Yeah, so the first one, I sock him right in the jaw, and then he looks at me and sort of dodges against the other one, but then I get him as he's dodging with, like, my elbow or something from the side, and...
You don't belong here. Is that your turn? Dashin. And then Bear, you're the next player on deck, anyway. Yeah, you get 9 hit points back, Jenna, apparently.
Temporary hit points. So
Temporary,
9.
sorry. Remember, temporary hit points don't stack. Oh, what you got, Dashin? What are you doing?
I'm going to move 10 feet down the wall just to kind of get clear of like a side angle, so I'm not casting nearby Mela. Closer, yeah, towards the chasm. Correct. And I'm going to fire off a couple of Eldritch Blasts from the tip of my lute. First one is a 15.
15 hits. Actually, hold on. No, 15 misses. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong stat block.
No worries. We'll try again. It's not going to hit either.
Nope, 13 misses. As just kind of goes wide as you're trying to be extra careful. You just kind of overcompensate and you shoot to the right, a little too far to the right. Take your turn.
I will continue to play the lute, casting one more bardic inspiration on this one on Jenna. And so now I believe all three of them nearest the beast have it. And Mela still has the protection of energy. But then that is my turn.
All right.
What dice is it, sorry?
D8.
Thanks.
That was it. Vera, you're up.
It doesn't go first?
No, the red one that's dead went first.
Okay, then. Okay.
It goes after you.
I'm going to run around and get on the other side of Mela. Stepping over my dropped shield and the mess that I made of Kazel, I'm going to take 2 swings. Natural 19 for 26.
Nice, that hits.
My damage rolls have been shit. I will pump a divine smite into that just to. It's 7 slashing.
Yep.
I do still have a level 2, don't I? I do. We'll do a level 2. What is with the ones? Every time I do a level 2, 115, 7 radiant. What?
Don't forget, guys, you do have rewards. You have a few advantages. You do have rerolls. You do have inspirations. Don't forget to use those, guys.
Yeah, too bad I can't.
So,
use
how
it
much
as
total did he
damage.
take? 7 plus 7?
14.
You do have your determination. I'll allow you add a determination to your damage as well.
Yeah.
If you want to do that.
That was a terrible roll. I'm going to add my Bardic Inspiration that he gave me at the start of this game. I still haven't used yet. I was waiting until I rolled bad for it, though. Wow. Wow, and I rolled a 1 on that, too. So, never mind. Still missed. 14.
14 misses. Oh, actually, you have your determination. Does it still miss?
17?
17 would hit if you want to use your determination.
I definitely would. It's your proficiency, right?
Yeah, proficiency modifier, which I think is 3 right now.
Ha, max. 14 slashing.
14 slashing, that definitely hits. I mean, definitely takes damage. Oh my gosh, my brain is fried.
I got what you meant. You're good. You're good. And that is my turn.
All right. These guys are dead. It's him. She is and you, again, like the other one, you see some of the damage, not all of it. That you just. Oh, I did that backwards. Whatever. I seem to get healed a little bit as it starts sealing itself. It's going to. take its staff. And clock you in the face, Vera. Now I'm going to burn an advantage to do so.
Oh, you might as well hit me. I'm around all these allies. If you don't, I'm
That's
using
rude.
Sentinel and I'm still hitting you.
Yeah. That is 25 to hit.
Yep. I put my shield down. I only have a 20 right now.
That's terrible. 8 points of bludgeoning damage as comes across, and then with the other hand, sees you in the bat dash, and she's like, "Yeah, you need to die," and hurl 2 more flames at you. Oh my God! Again! No! Damn it! Do I have to reroll? Fuck. Roll 2 nat 1s.
Woo! Oh, I know how I want to do this too.
You're going
I've
to
got
dice
my-
shell.
My golden loot there that's resistant to magic. I'm gonna smack those fireballs back at them.
I rolled 2 nat 1s on a well, it was actually an advantage attack. I rolled 2 d20s and they were both 1s. I rolled 2 d20s for both attacks and they were both 1s. The fuck.
Also, for hitting him, I can still Sentinel you.
So, what's the damage that I roll back? Because I assume
I didn't hit him at all.
No, it's when you attack someone else other
Oh.
than me and you're within 5 feet of me.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. What damage is it, Dashin?
That's what I'm asking you. I assume that I have to hit your spell
Yeah,
damage
yeah.
back. So,
Yeah, you get 2 opportunity attacks, basically.
But I'm asking what type of damage? What am I rolling back to you?
Oh, that's good. Let's just treat it like an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I'm basically giving you 2 opportunity attacks because you fumbled.
Correct. No, I understand
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
happening. I'm just saying that since this is a ranged opportunity attack, I assume
Yeah.
it must only be equivalent to if your damage was a D10 or a D12 or a D8, then that's what I'm rolling back at you.
No, you just roll your Eldritch Blast. You get 2 opportunity attacks, so...
Okay. First one's a 7. Second one's a 7.
That is 14.
14 force.
Nice. But you can flavor it up as well as you grab it and you turn it into this energy force and shoot it right back at him. Say, whatever you can do, I can do better. All right. Ellison. We try to move, but stupid Sentinel. Oh, did you attack him with... No, use your... Oh, yeah, you did do your attack. Okay.
I was waiting. I rolled
9.
shit, so I didn't hit. You're good.
9 misses. Well, that's the case. He's going to...
I mean, you can move. There's still a bunch of people gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Oh, I need my app.
So, Ellison, you're up, and then Mela, you're on deck, followed by Jenna.
All right, so I am going to use. I'm going to use my bonus action to do bolstering rally. Who doesn't have temporary hit points? Because I know a bunch of us suddenly have it.
The guy who's hiding way back over there.
I got hit by like 5 fireballs already.
Yep.
I'm going to stay over here as long as it takes.
That's why
You got hit by
didn't
one
hit.
fireball. This is just like hurl
It's
flame.
Stay behind other bodies and maybe you wouldn't get hit.
I'm behind 3 of you technically right here. I'm still getting shot.
Well, I will use bolstering rally. Is he within 30 feet of me?
Really? You're right next to him.
No, I'm
No.
off. He's talking
No,
about from me.
Yeah.
Oh! Is he within 30 feet of you?
Yes.
He's about 35 feet.
Ah. Okay. Well, since I am not within range of that, I'll use my precise strike as well to get advantage on one of my attacks. So for my first one. Oh, God. 17?
17 hits.
All right. And, only 2 points of fire damage. So 1. So that's 11 total. And then second attack, just regular, 22 to hit.
22 hits.
So that is 9 plus 6, 3. So 12 points of damage.
Nice. You want to describe this hit as you make him bloody with this one? You want to describe this bloody hit?
I will use a stab where I stab in. And I try to do it like a nice slice through, but I just kind of shimmy it outwards there. It's
Get
not.
off my
It's not.
sword!
Yeah. Ah! And I will stay there. Man, we're just 5 of us just taking our turns, just beating on this guy.
All right, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Mela.
All right. I will attack with my spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. $22 to hit.
22 hits.
And 6 points of damage.
Yep.
Radiant damage. And I will again try to cast Toll the Dead on this guy. And it's a wisdom saving throw again.
Cut. Oh my god. 8. Even though you have advantage on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's taking damage, so it's the D10.
It's actually 2d12.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
The hell?
19.
Necrotic damage?
Yes.
Not resistant to that. Nice. Dong.
And I'll stay where I am. That will be my turn.
All right, Jenna, you're up.
Yarp. I am gonna make attack bonus action unarmed strikes.
Yep.
First one. 10. And so I can't use the...
Well, you have a bardic. If you.
Oh, yes, thank you for reminding me. I do not remember such things.
I
You
don't
have
either.
Bardic and you have your determination as well.
17.
17 hits.
Okay. Yeah. When I hit, am going to use... I just had it. Draconic Strike.
Ooh.
So I changed the damage type from bludgeoning to acid. And see if that does anything. And this is not considered magic. This is considered draconic energy.
Okay.
If you want to do that. So 7 acid damage.
Again, as you switch it to acid, you kind of get soaked into him, and it doesn't take as much damage. So it takes 4 acid damage on top of your other one.
Annoying.
Yeah, he has a lot of resistances. What's your straight hit though? 10?
10.
No, like from that first attack. I got the acid. What was your? Oh, that was your strike.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. 10.
Yeah, my second one is 10. What is determination again?
Yeah, you can add your proficiency modifier to anything.
Yeah, so that won't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll do. Yep.
Okay.
I hate
Yes.
this thing. I hate it so much.
Dashing. And then Vera, you're on deck.
Well, I'm seem to having very little luck with my Eldritch Blast, so Dastion's going to kind of toss the loot on his shoulder and pull out his trident and run up with the crowd to the right of Now, I'm reading something, and I'm very sorry to ask a question in combat, but Hex Warrior, as part of my patron, it says that I can use my charisma modifier for the attack and damage rolls until my
Correct.
next long rest. So is
Correct.
that added on top of the weapons hit
Ish. As long as you
DC
ma-
bonus?
As long as you made the weapon you're using your pat weapon, it'll get added to it.
It is my hex weapon. Okay, so that's why it's
Yeah.
already a plus 10, probably.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You also do have your Headspace curse as well.
I've already used it, and it was on the first one that died.
Oh, I don't remember you using. Okay, but it's a concentration. I thought so you can always move it. I don't remember.
Well,
All
no,
right,
once it dies, I regain 6 HP, which when it died, I regained 6.
Yeah, it's the spell Hex you're thinking of, Jugan.
Dashin, you just got a determination given to you. So a
Wonderful.
13.
I've never had one.
Yeah. So you
My
have
proficiency
yeah.
bonus. No,
Is
I
it-
haven't. There's never
You
been
used
a
it
D
one
next to
before.
my name.
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think so.
yeah. You used it before, for I think performance or something like that. So your proficiency modifier is a +3, right?
Correct.
So you can add that to your 13 and make it a hit.
That is what I intend to do.
All right, you can do that. I won't bother putting.
Thank
the
you.
Jenna, you used your determination, didn't you, just now?
Hey, and I hit max damage on
No, I
that.
didn't because it wouldn't have hit.
No.
15 piercing.
15 person. Who just used theirs?
Me.
Besides you, before you.
I did.
Jenna.
No.
Oh, no,
Jenna
you
did
didn't.
that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You.
That was Vera.
Mm-hmm.
I've already removed it from you. All right, got it. Was the total 15 points of damage? Woo! That's nice. Like, nice little hefty hit there.
So I'm gonna follow up into like aiming for the same wound that Ellison just made a second ago, and it seems to, catch some of the sides of the wound, but for the most part went in pretty freely. So it's a good clean strike. I'm not going to attempt to do any bonus actions as I don't feel like I would be playing my flute as I did this. So,
Especially your trident's, I think, a two-handed weapon anyway.
yeah. So what I will do is expend one of my bardic inspirations for unsettling words and choose the creature within 60 feet, roll 1d8, and that number is subtracted from the next saving throw that it has to make if it makes one between now and my next turn.
Does that have to make a save against that, or does it just happen?
It just it will take 2 away from any saving
minus
throw
2.
they make until my next turn.
Got it.
And that's my turn.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and call it like a ugly lizard face or something.
All right, Vera, up.
Unsettling words.
Ugly lizard face. Okay.
It's not
I'm
a shot
going
at
to-
you, Gamora. I mean,
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm going to take 2 swings at this ugly lizard face. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
That's 12 slashing. And a natural 1.
Uh-oh. It's gonna make an attack on you. Ooh. No.
Because I called it a lizard face.
21 to hit.
Hits.
Ooh, that's very good rolls. 11 points of blood. Oh, sorry. Correction. 15 points of bludgeoning damage as the staff, as you come in to try to hit it, it kind of sidesteps and crashes you on the back of the head with the staff.
Ow. All because I called it a lizard face. Well, it
Is that your turn?
is a lizard. I will taunt it as a bonus action. I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
And it's a -2.
And this isn't a magical thing. This is a kinder thing.
It doesn't matter because it failed either way. It would have been 6 -2 is 4. Yeah.
It failed. It just has a disadvantage when attacking anyone other than me.
Got it.
Yep. That's the end of my turn.
All right, it's up, and those wounds has been taken. Again, some feels like some of them are healing. And it's gonna look at you and crack you open again with the staff, or at least try to. 17 hit.
Nope.
It's not. All right, and then. Oh, all right there. All right. Gonna take the staff. Go up against you again. A 20, and then a 24.
Both hit.
Both hit. Just rolled all the damage at once here. Uh, 22 points of damage as the other two are just going right on top of you. Ellison, you up, and then Melee, you're on deck, and then followed by Jenna.
Is he still bloody looking?
Oh yeah, he's healing every turn a little bit, but he's still bleeding.
All right. I will use my bonus action now to bolstering rally. I'll give the temporary hit points to Vera this time since she just took a bunch of hits.
Mm-hmm.
She will get. Let's see. Nope. Only 8. You get 8 temporary hit points.
Hey, I'll take it.
And then I'll use my precise strike as well on the first attack. Oops. I'll use it on the second attack because I messed that one up. So the first one is 19.
19 hits.
All right. And then plus 1 fire damage. So 10 total. And then my second attack with advantage for the old
19. Nice.
And that one is 13 plus another 1 fire damage.
14.
Or 14.
14.
Thank you for forgetting with precise strike, you add another D8.
Oh, I do. Thank you. I've not been. All right, so I will roll 2 D8s right now for that. Thank you. I did not realize that. So another 9 total damage.
Damn.
Wait, that's so much better than I thought. What the hell?
That's why they only give you 3.
I know.
All right, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Mela.
All right, first, because I forgot, Daz, do you not have any temporary hit points still?
You're right. I do not, but this is the first time I've ended turn next to you or within your radius.
So I totally forgot. It was my bad.
I told you,
You
y'all.
get-
It's on y'all to remember. I'm not remembering that.
You got 9 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Are you concentrating
Okay.
on that? Is that concentration?
It
What
is
the
not.
fuck? That's crazy.
Twilight domain.
Nice.
Cool. Well, I would like to attack with my spiritual weapon, please. Don't think I'm gonna hit. 9 to hit.
You have rewards. You have a reroll if you want to reroll it.
Sure, I'll re-roll it.
I don't know why I give y'all
All right.
rewards so y'all don't use them. 23 hits.
Excellent. That is 7
Mela,
damage.
How does your spiritual weapon kill this guy?
Just comes up and really gets buried into the guy's skull, and he kind of just slowly falls over, completely oblivious.
As it
Dead.
clots in the back, this was a draconian at one point. It goes, and then it explodes into this acid splatters all around you. I need you to make death saves for me, please.
The 2 on either
Whoa.
side of me get to add a +5. So that is Mela and Dash. Oh, it was Dex. Why'd I hit Con?
The save is 12.
Natural 20.
I had a 21.
23.
Oh no.
Oh no. So the people who save take half damage.
I'm melting.
I didn't roll it. So it's 18 points of acid damage. That if you failed, so Jenna, you take 18 points of acid damage and you're covered in acid. Everybody else, you take half of that, and you're not covered in acid.
I'll get it off.
It is your turn, Nets, anyway, so...
How much damage was that again? Total?
9 for you if you passed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But to start your turn, Jenna, since you're Nets, you take more acid.
Oh shoot.
Fair.
Then you can do that. That's 10, 18, 21 points of acid damage, and then you can take it off.
Bruh. 21?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
Yeah, you can see like red blotches and like raw skin from where it's acided me.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah, I get it off. Yep.
and we're out of combat.
That was not fun.
I immediately go ahead and cast mass cure wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone gets 13 hit points back.
Oh, thank you. That's
Whoa,
nice.
Thank you.
Now, the first one that we killed, what happened to the corpse?
The corpse is still there. It did not explode because it was not a draconian that initially it was. And then this one here, a bag falls onto the ground, and the staff, as you know, looking at it, looks more like a wand.
Ooh. Can I go have a look at it?
Sure.
Jenna's like gravitating towards the.
Give me an Arcana check.
Can I cast Identify or?
Well, do you have the pearl to do identify with?
You said I start with one, yes?
Oh yeah, because you're joining late. Yep, I'll allow you to have one. That's right. You can spend 10 minutes to do that. What about everybody else? What are y'all doing within this 10 minutes?
Once a day, I can cast a ritual as an action.
Okay. It's a +1 wand of the war mage.
Ooh.
+1 wand of the war mage. There we go. Jesus.
Given that I'm standing next to Vera and she's been rather brutal in this fight compared to, well, she's always kind of brutal. But I'm gonna say to her, I'm sorry about the fate that befell your friend. I am able to allow you to ask a few questions still, if you would like.
Do I need to ask them right now?
It doesn't have to be this minute by any means, but I don't know. Is there a length of time that I have to use it? No, I don't think so.
It's more depending on the body, how long it lasts.
I mean, certainly, I suppose we can rest if you wish to think about what questions you would ask.
I'm going to walk over and cut off the rest of Kazel's head.
Yikes.
And extend it toward Mela. Could you please put this in the bag?
If that's what you wish. And I'll go and open the bag of holding.
That is gross and disgusting.
Sorry,
Ugh.
sorry, Ritter. Thank you for holding it for us.
I think I'll be passing on Ragaru's bacon for a few days now.
That's fair.
You did just put a massive toad head in it.
I am going to deactivate Kazel's boots. Since I didn't actually need them in this battle to begin with.
So this is a wand of the war mage. You can actually make more powerful spells, and you can hit people around half cover. Anyone want it? Otherwise, I call dibs.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
I don't think you would need it anyway, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Go for it, Jenna. I don't think any of us really can use that wand anyway. So it's all
yay!
yours.
She twirls it in her fingers and puts it somewhere.
Did anybody check the bag?
Oh, I thought the wand was what was in the bag.
Yeah, that's what I
the
thought.
wand was what he was cracking over y'all's heads with.
Oh, okay. Dashton is not. His main focus in a moment will be to investigate the glowing rock. But for this
Okay.
moment, he's standing with the crew. I mean,
Okay.
we should take it. Somebody should take it, but Daz isn't.
I'll go and look at it after Vera comes over, and I'll go and look at the bag.
Inside the bag, you find 900 steel coin. Because it says gold piece, we're not using gold piece, we're using actual steel coins worth of non-magical orange gemstones.
Have we figured out what they were doing down here? What they were looking for?
Oh, I imagine they were studying that. And I point over to the glowing stone ominously in the distance.
Yeah, I believe Yerkel mentioned something about the stone, but also said it was really prone to causing madness of sorts, so...
Yeah, we probably shouldn't go near it.
Yeah, probably.
So what were we doing here, aside from clearing out an infestation of these things? We were looking for the city of lost... What was it?
City of Lost Names.
That's the one. And Jenna will start, looking at the walls on this side of the chasm thing,
And
trying to look for a clue.
They're just dirt walls that's been carved out. So nobody goes near the area over there where the...
Well, wouldn't
Go
say
towards
that
the plot,
yet.
says the DM.
No, I'm asking. Where y'all going? There's one
Well, I was
specific
about to
area.
ask everyone, do we...
I'm examining all of my DOS loot spells to see if there's anything that might prevent or add resistance to, but I don't know what to expect it to be. So I suppose if it's acceptable, we'll fire off 5 charges of my DOS loot and to provide protection from evil and good to everyone.
I don't need that.
By the way, the rest, the bridge burned and the rest of it fell down to the end of the chasm. There's only one bridge left now.
Oh,
The
great.
one nearest the stone. Excellent.
Yep. So we are going to go near the gem that causes madness?
Not that we
how
have a spell
close-
of protection.
How close does someone need to be to do an Arcana check on something?
Depends on what you're doing. How about this? Dash and higher or low?
Low.
Oh. A little bit of breeze. Over by the cart over here, you see some papers fly up a little bit from the wind because y'all came down and reland.
Can I send my mage hand over there?
How far can you control the mage hand?
30 feet. Nope.
I mean,
I'd have to get pretty close.
pretty much have to get middle of the bridge.
Okay. I'll turn to the others and say, I could send my mage hand over there. Problem is, I'll have to go about halfway over the bridge, and we don't know what sort of radius is on this thing. Oh, you've already moved me there. Anyway.
Oh, I'm just saying that's where you have to go.
Yep. We don't know what kind of radius is on this thing, so I volunteer. I can go halfway, just I'm not sure what will happen. But I can send my mage hand over and get those papers.
Okay.
Your scribby, was it, is sentient. Does it contain knowledge that you might not be aware of? Is there any chance that it has any knowledge of what this could be?
Oh, well, fuck
Oh, no,
this. I'm going to
Scrooby knows
just
everything I
go
know.
across the bridge. Go across the bridge
I
and
wouldn't
cast
recommend
detect
that.
magic.
Oh, Vera. Oh.
How far are you going across the bridge?
I'll go across the bridge and stop there. Cast detect magic. I just need to be within 30 feet, and at the same time, I'll pick up these papers off the floor.
So
The wisdom saving throw.
The tap magic reveals it emanates or a transmutation magic.
It turns people into monsters.
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. That's not gonna go well. 2.
I'm not sure. But what you do know is transmutation magic is what it animates for as an aura.
Yeah. This turns people into monsters. Is that all we need to know? We already knew that. I'm going to pick up the papers, though, and then go back across the bridge. What do these papers say?
First off, it's a bunch of orders. Visera was who you were told by, was the name of this person before it got turned into this green slotty. Was following orders from a dragon army commander named Bethaion. Belephaion. I probably butchered the hell out of that. Belephon, whatever the fuck. I don't know how to say it.
Belephaion? I don't know.
Belephaion, whatever. His mission was to investigate the monster creating stone unearthed here. It says he was optimistic. I guess it says it's a he, but whatever. He could use the stone's magic to create a disease to turn people into draconians. The notes underneath shows the exposure of what he calls spawning shard has begun to change him. After this, the notes grow sloppy and unsensical. So when it started, basically, you get the sense as he's trying to write these notes on these, that's when he started turning.
What did he call it? What shard?
Spawning shard.
Spawning.
But basically, the notes basically depict that he thought maybe could use the spawning shard to make more draconians, and it obviously did not work that way. I'll put the notes exactly.
How are you feeling, Vera? No fever, no nausea?
I feel fine.
Physically, hopefully. I'm sure mentally not so much. Do you want to talk about it?
As we stand over the remains of Kazel? Not really. I'm going to go pick up my discarded shield. Because I dropped that too. I don't think we have anything here to learn of the City of Lost Names. Also think we should probably... What? If we broke the bridge, they could still get across.
I was going to say, we probably ought not leave
room
this
made
thing
of?
behind for someone else to create another plague of sorts. It's probably our rightful duty to ensure that no one else can access this. How we destroy it, or at least cover it up, I don't really have an idea.
Can I... Sorry, continue.
No, I was just trailing at that point. I don't have any means of causing any great explosions. I see some barrels over there, but I have no idea what the contents might take.
Let's see. I'm going to do this for flavor. Not so much Dashin, but Vera and Mela, roll me history checks.
Beyond, what the hell?
16 for me.
You recall the teachings that Belram, innately from his race, he has probably taught you a few things about stone and all this. You can probably easily find a way to collapse this and where nobody can get to it again.
Okay. I think I remember that Belram mentioned. I might be able to find some weak points that we can just collapse the cavern.
I still
don't
have
know.
use of my Thunder Wave if that would help.
Sure, it would. Is that what we would like to try? Is just to collapse it, or?
Would be a good option. They could probably still dig it out, but would at least put up some opposition.
Can you, Dashin, do another one of your ridiculous tidal waves if we bring water in here? Because we do have a thing of endless water in the bag of holding.
The decanter
Well,
of endless water.
I certainly could, but I'm curious. It's endless water, so certainly there has to be a finite amount, albeit probably a very large amount. But we have no idea the depth of that chasm.
I don't mean to just flood it. I mean to help break things. So I doubt you'd be able to flood it entirely.
I could make it a whirlpool. I could cause it to move certain directions, but not with really extreme enough force to shatter a gemstone.
Yeah, we're probably only going to be able to collapse this room then. Which I suppose is better than nothing.
Good look in my pack, I suppose.
I mean, you saw as you guys are coming down, like a lot of the fortress is in ruin as it is. Like the other steps on the other side is completely torn down. You could tear down these steps, then you can, as you go on the way out, just blast the rest of the whole fortress in. Probably a pillar here and pillar there, and it's done.
I don't know that we have anything that can do a blast, though.
The thunder wave.
Not a blast, but I've got Thunder Wave. It, thunder damage does
shatter
damage.
And all that good stuff. Shatter will work as well if you have shatter.
I do not.
I also have Thunder Wave.
So
Chop the bridge down. That's about all I can do.
if you want to spin each your thunder wave, thunderclap. Or is it thunderclap you just said, Vera?
I also have Thunder Wave.
So 2 thunder waves and using your decanter with water and stuff to weaken it. I'll allow y'all to do that. Spend your appropriate spell slots, and then you can easily just collapse this thing inward.
One spell slot, or
if you're Jenna and Vera, if you want to spend your spell slots to do Thunderwave, and then dash and spend your spell slots to control the water to make it, or whatever from your flute.
how many there? How many spell slots?
One each.
One each, cool.
And then I'll just say you're not there anymore, because if you're doing this, why would you be down there doing it on yourself?
Ah!
As you leave the fortress, y'all want to describe what it looks like as you do it?
I really am interested about this decanter of endless water. So I assume we kind of set it down and it's just starts to flow out, and
it's one of the magical items that Rider-Roo spit out a long time ago before you joined.
right. But I'm witnessing, an endless amount, so it seems, of water pouring out of this, vase or pitcher, and just tends to keep going. So after admiring it for a second or two, I suppose I'll start playing my flute. And I guess, do I need redirect flow or to rising tide? Probably redirect flow, and just, well, water would naturally run downhill, so I don't even know if I need to do my flute. But I'll assist it in whatever it needs to be done.
Yeah, I wait for Vera and Mela to point me in the right direction of the weak spots, and then Thunderwave!
And
I'm not gonna shout it when I cast it.
It's vocal.
I know, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go. Freya. Give
As
me
the
a little
place
bit of-
Yes,
crashes down.
Thunderwave! Thunderwave.
It crashes down, and I think this is a pretty good. As you're standing there watching the rubble crash, it's only about maybe right before, it's like mid-morning, pretty much. So I think that's where we'll pick up the aftermath of that, and you can decide where you're headed to after that.
Can I say one other thing I do right after my Thunderwave, to the point where I
Okay.
don't even care what they're doing? I'm going to go to Lane's body, and I'm going to cut off his finger to take his signet ring.
Okay. And Ellison, since you won't be here next session, we can just have you go ahead and escort the 2 civilians back to the army. So Levin will be like, your next task is to ensure these 2 civilians get back to the army and then report back to us. I put this, so we're going to I forgot where you're supposed to go to Wakenrath to meet up with Dalamar. Pretty sure it's Wakenrath, right?
No.
Tongue to my
Somewhere.
Yes, it's waking up.
Yeah, I thought it was. Before we head to Wakenrath, I wish you would even know to meet up with your friend, the elf. So meet up with us at Wakenrath, Ellison. After
Yes,
you
of course.
secure their safe passage back to the armies.
I will do so. My very first solo mission. Wow. Exciting. Okay. And Fearless Few, I will see you soon in Dave Drinker, I'm sorry. Where are we Wiccan Run?
Wakenrath.
Wiccan Wrath.
Joaquin's
Wakenrath.
Rest.
Weston Wrath. Got it.
She takes your head, points it right here on the map. Right here.
Yep. That place. I'll just write it down. I'll write it down. Write it down.
Here, you can use my quill.
Thank you. Wiccan Wrath. Got it. Okay. I will meet you all there. I will see you soon. Don't leave without me, please.
Travel safe.
Nice to see you all. Good to meet you, Jenna. Thanks for everything, and I'll get these 2 back to safety, and I'll see you guys there.
All right. As Ellison heads off with the civilians, y'all are left here, and this is where we pick up next time. And y'all can have a conversation with Vera about other things. Ellison won't be there for that, but, he can be filled in later. That being said, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Concluded the the fortress here. You're heading to the last location, and then be heading into the other chapter. So with that being said, you guys level up. Level 8.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to roll your hit dice now? Or you actually, no, since some of y'all are multi-class, y'all want to just decide that later? Don't have to roll your hit dice yet? Because whatever class you choose is sometimes a different hit dice, so.
The different dice. I have no idea what dice the bard is. I have to go check
It's a
again.
D8, I think. I don't know. With that being said, you guys may arrive at level 8. Make sure you get them fully leveled up before net session, or a couple days before net session, so I can update the overlays and stuff. So, with that being said, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Let's see, I got 200 biddies from MCR Music. Thank you so much for that. Again, we're still running our charity event. $50 or more. Get you a sticker, 2 bracelets if you're stateside. If you're not stateside, you'll get you 2 stickers from our merch store, Exclamation Point Merch, if you want to get any of that, because that's just easier for shipping for it. And join our Discord. We did a recent cleanup for our Discord. We kept all our inactives because we wanted a more active Discord and try to get that turn around and be more involved. We didn't ban anybody, so it's nothing personal. So if you want to come back and be active again, you can. Or easily rejoin. So Exclamation Point Discord as well for the chat here. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what your favorite part was. And if you want to catch us live, links to our Twitch channel is in the description. Yeah, and like I said, we're doing our charity event all month long. We have stretch goals for a charity stream for the players to get to. So I think the next one, they get a total proficiency when they hit 200. And then next time we're live on the channel is Sunday night for Order of the Goblet. Of course, also donate to the charity there as well. Yeah, next time with that, I think that's about it. Turn it around to a room while I look for somebody to raid. So we'll go with Cleansing Rain.
Hey, Cleansing Rain here, playing in the longest campaign I've been a part of, and also the first formal campaign I've been a part of. So, seeing that Bookworm and I have a whole lot in common with this particular campaign, therefore, very dear to my heart. Had a lot of fun tonight. Enjoyed the RP and the situations that we were put in. The mystery unravels a little bit more. Excited to see what awaits us in the next chapter as we continue to grow within our group. I do want to say, aside from the normal standard shit, you 4, I'm super, super enjoying playing with. I don't know if y'all saw our comments in the personal chat the other day, but very much enjoying the RP that we all have together. So thank you all for the levels of participation that we all put in for it. That being said, pass it on to the next one.
Jazz.
Hey, I'm Jazz. I play Jenna. Don't really have much to say. I do enjoy this game a lot. Yeah, I hope that we figure out what oh god, what's his name? Elf Dude's game is. And not Daz.
Dalamar.
Dalamar, thank you. I hope we figure out what his game is soon. And yeah, look forward to next time.
All right, Vera or Nylish.
You got it. Hi, I'm Nylish. I'm playing Vera. You're very upset paladin in this game.
Emotional damage is a great time to queue for it. If anybody wants to redeem that.
not at 2 a.m. It's not. Hopefully, I can pull off playing that a little better next game. Anyway, and if you do tune in with I will be back streaming soon. Throne and Liberty. I've been playing that nonstop lately. will not be playing it tomorrow. I will be playing it tomorrow, but I'm not streaming tomorrow because I'm going to be way too tired. I probably shouldn't be playing it either, but I can't help myself. So I won't even pretend otherwise. And passing to Mela.
Hey, Bookworm here. Yeah, like I said earlier, super excited to be here. Yeah, just super happy to be part of this crew. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next. It's gonna be an adventure.
Amen, Sindao.
Sendo playing Ellison, the boring human fighter, but having a lot of fun with this group. And gonna be bummed that I'm gonna be missing out in 2 weeks, but since I will be overseas, I will have to watch it on replay. So I'll try to catch everything and find out everything that happened and all this excitement that you guys will be going through. But until next time, I will see you guys. And Daz, I kept my word. You inspired me based on your fitness journey you said, so I got back on track, baby. So thank
Hell
you for
yeah.
that.
I definitely slacked all week. I gained back 7 pounds. So
You'll shed that again quickly. So, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun, guys.
All right. Again, Breast Cancer Research Foundation is the charity that we sponsor, and it's happening all month long. So if you can, we'd love to give you donate to a wonderful cause. My mom's a survivor, so this hole's near and dear to my heart. So that being said, we're going to raid into Origami Guru. They're not playing D&D, but they're watching a bunch of D&D skits, and he's a wonderful person. Play with him over on Cleansing Range channel when we do come back for Nightmare Before Oz, along with Nylish here. So maybe that'll be back in November 10th, I think it is. All right. That being said,
11.
11. One of those days. I'm on nights. All my days run together. So you guys have a wonderful night. Love you very much. Have a good night.
We are the fearless few. A pint of ale to see what we do. We fell giant worms and we free the weak. When danger rears, you know who to seek. We stand as beacons at night, guiding lost souls towards Magical's light. With hearts unyielding and spirits bold, the fearless few forever told. Near and far, the rumors are out. No adventurers ever in doubt. Now pick your poison and stomp on the ground. We'll tell you our tale in this little town. We are the fearless few. You'll never guess what we will do. From jailbreaking pubs to walking on water, we might be the first to turn talk to slaughter. So when all hope is lost for you, there's only one thing left to do. Count those magical balls and more. Drop to your knees and pray on the floor. Lie to a dragon, pick up your sword. Fireballs away atop the hole. Mock the siren, make her laugh, then show them what's real blood back. Heed the call, raise the shield wall. Hold the line no matter who falls. All your eyes out, don't know what to do. That's what